All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Explorers of the Unknown. Last we left off, you all have actually just arrived in the city, not the city, the town of, what the hell did I name this place again? Mersa, right? According to the information you have received, the first crown princess of the Herbrian Kingdom is already here, actually, and she is to officiate a ceremony that is going to be happening sometime during the end of the week. And thus, you all made your way here post haste and managed to get in contact with your Knight of Atara undercover agent here. And that's where we will start off. And that's where we will start off today's session. So, you all are currently inside the corridor to your multi-suite apartment. What would you all like to do? The Knight of Atara undercover agent is still standing before you.
We should ask her what's haps. So the first thing we do is probably sit down. And then she's going to go, right, as I've been told by Mr. Thoric that we're here to find a few missing persons.
That'd be correct. Not really to find the missing persons. We already assume the worst and they might already be dead. You are here to find out what is causing these people to disappear. As she pulls out a rather luxurious chair and sits down on it, you can see, as you all sit down, you notice that two of your party members are not here. Scotty, as soon as she got in, you all saw her immediately retire to her own room. Not her own room, she basically just claimed her room and just said, "This is mine now," and she went in and locked the door. Okay. Delta still had a small bout of seasickness, so he's gonna lie down as well. Not seasickness, sorry. What is the word, Motion? No, not motion sickness, but thank you for that, dear. Jet lag.
Okay.
Alright, the medieval fantasy version of jet lag anyway. So, you all are sat on the table now. What would you all like to ask her?
Is there anything that you have that relates to any of these people by any chance, or where they live, who they were?
Well, the people that disappeared generally are people that are coming into the town. None of the town's actual occupants has gone missing, only people that have traveled to the town. And it does have a small correlation between mostly people that are taken are either from military backgrounds, active service, adventurers, or mercenaries. Usually people with either pretty, how do I say this? She thinks about it for a second and she goes back. With a pretty apparent martial prowess, I suppose, or a pretty, god damn it, I forgot the word. You can see that he's a mage, okay? You can see he's wearing wacky clothing, that's a mage. So those kind of people get kidnapped.
So obviously powerful then.
Obviously mage.
I wouldn't say obviously powerful. The woman does lean back slightly and thinks about it for a moment. Like, if the person does show potential, even though they're not at their peak yet, they tend to go missing. It's actually hurting business quite a bit as she looks over at the hotel you are in.
Have they all been staying here?
Sorry?
Have they all been staying here?
Well, no, but you have to understand that since they are not actually making it to the center of the town, we're not getting much business.
Right.
All right. So, what about Curtis and Horn? What about you two? Do you have any questions?
Do I know this guy from Knights of Atara?
No, there's way too many of them to know each individual member. You don't recognize this specific person,
Okay. So, but I know he's from Knight, so.
She literally introduced herself as a Knight of Atara, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First has a question. So, with everything that correlates to anyone with potential magical capabilities, have you checked with the, I don't know, maybe, I hope this is correct, that 10-story building over there? I think it's a wizard tower.
Yes, about that. she pulls out a small newspaper article and she hands it to you.
What's it reads?
The main headline, literally on the front page: Master of the Tower of Magic has gone missing.
That is strange because before you said they're not particularly like powerful, and that should be quite a powerful wizard.
Do you think we can get in there?
Well, the tower itself is guarded by what little guards the town possesses, but it should be pretty easy to find them in a either lapsed state of judgment or either when they're switching to the new post.
I have a question. How long ago did that incident happen?
Looking back at the newspaper that you're still holding, the article was dated roughly 4 weeks ago.
Is this the latest incident? Or is there anyone even
Definitely.
fresher than...
Okay, so she gives you like a look and she says, there have been other incidents, but the town's guard captain has been suppressing this information as to not spook the royals.
So this is the... So this will be the one that they release, that we know of, that release.
Yes, according to my spies, and she summons an ethereal eagle, I have noticed several adventurers and mercenaries going missing when they travel into the main parts of town. Where they gone missing, unfortunately, I can't tell you, but they have gone missing within the town itself.
So is it the center, as in the main part of town?
No. So roughly, like when you cross this threshold, like after this small parts here, right? Then you consider the inside of town already lah. So
Oh, that's quite big actually.
yeah, so it's a pretty large area to cover.
Oh, by the way, is it the what you call one by one the same number? Oh no, it's not because it's using feet. Never mind.
Yep. So I'm gonna change that to meters real quick. Give me a second. I can go to page settings. Better. I need to measure this, so it's like 30.
I'll be right back as well.
Okay.
Sure. Oh, that was way over what I expected. Hang on.
You can run a marathon in this building.
Oh wow. 4 meters, nice.
Okay lah. Okay, now it should be correct.
So what are we looking at roundabout? We are looking at roundabout 900 square.
Pretty much.
Roughly.
Rough estimate, yeah.
Yeah. That's still huge. Very
I forgot how to calculate a area of space that doesn't exactly equal to a square or rectangle, so you have to bear with me on this, yeah?
Yeah, that's why I said rough estimate 900.
You roughly have that large of area of space to cover lah.
Okay. That's actually quite big. Definitely.
Do we know where they were taken from?
Well, they
And-
seem to just vanish in the streets. As she shrugs, she looks equally confused.
In broad daylight?
Well, not in broad daylight, usually when they're alone. Either during the dark or when they're alone. Doesn't have to specifically be dark. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm back.
Okay, so meaning that they did came in, stayed somewhere, and then during the night they got taken away someplace.
It appears so, yes.
Can you tell me like the general area where they have stayed? Majority of them, at least.
Sure. She gives you a town map and she draws a few locations where she has witnessed people just disappearing.
Can you tell us how they disappear? Is it a shadowy shroud? Do they just?
She looks at you. She looks at you, and with a very frank expression, she tells you they fall through the floor. Like the floor doesn't give way. It just looks like the floor becomes, well, non-corporeal.
They have magic. They are magic that able to do that. So I'm not surprised.
Can I do a roll to see if I've heard of the kind of magic being used to do that?
Can I just Arcana check, because I think I know there's a spell like that.
So Khan can roll Arcana. Shah, you can roll History.
History,
Will
okay.
this? But this is not.
22.
Oh,
Um,
do I need to roll if you have a 22?
Roll as well.
Just roll. Why
Okay,
not?
okay, so,
it's more
if you
This
you
is
roll
like
a 7 and you get a 22.
No. The 7 is proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah. Question.
Yep.
Because I know this is weird. Artificial lore. Oh no, never mind. That's a magical item. So I'll just roll normally. Because I remember there's a lot of weird Arcana thing that I can roll for. That's a 5, 7. That's a 12. That's just a 12. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm more or less done with the disappearances. There you go. So these are the ones that she has witnessed herself.
Okay, there are two spots that I'm thinking that's not right, but okay.
That's
No,
not right.
Yeah.
Okay. As for Udira's check of 22, nice job. You are actually unfamiliar with said spell. It would take a tremendous amount of magical ability to even just change matter to a non-corporeal state. So you're looking at something out of game terms, 7th to 9th level spell.
Well, thinking out loud, this is not a spell that I know of, and it's very, very difficult to do. Which means these people who were taken must have been quite important to whatever.
No, horn is not wish spell. There are spells that does that, but it is higher level.
You can have that conversation in chat.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
So I don't think it's... Why would you murder somebody that you have spent so much to capture? So I don't think we should think they're dead and gone per se.
She gives you a slow nod and she does the rolling hand gesture.
Which rolling hand?
Like carry on.
Oh, okay.
But I think Frisk is right in that if we can get into the wizard's tower to figure out what exactly happened, since he was within this month, and from Thoric's explanation this has been happening for the past 2 months, it's a starting point at least. And I would like everybody, if you do go alone, bring somebody with you. It seems people go missing if they're by themselves.
She looks over at you and she speaks out. Unfortunately, I will not be able to come with you because that does put my undercover identity at risk. Because I'm still supposed to oversee this town for the Knights of Tower, not just this particular assignment, but for future dangers that might arise as well. And staying here gives me the best opportunity to keep watch over the city.
I nod. I don't expect you to come along at all. What you're doing here is far more important than what we're doing here. Future intel is always good.
And by the way, Curtis had something to say.
This might not be that important, but
Mm-hmm.
can I ask for the location of the inns in the town aside from this one?
Okay, I can see where this is going. Sure, I'll mark it in blue.
Yeah.
All right, so
I thought initially that's what I was asking, but she gave me the incident area. I was like, okay, I'll work with that.
all right, so the one directly in the center of town, that's where you guys are. Someone please note that down with a name while I draw out the other locations.
Oh yeah, what's the name of this hotel?
Yeah, the Moon's Whale Inn.
Okay. I remember I wrote it down somewhere, but since I got two new not pets, right? Well, book not pets. I don't know which page did I write it on.
Oh, you poor man. All right, so these are all the inns here. There's a grand total 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I made it into a little house. Okay, cool.
Because
That works
that's
as
where
well.
we live.
That makes sense. Okay. All right, so you can see that most of the inns are strategically placed near the main entrances to the town. Probably just to generate business, all things considered.
So we're like smack right in the middle.
You're right smack in the middle.
Wow.
Okay,
Where
that's good.
better
That's
else
good.
to gather intelligence from directly the center of town, yeah?
Yeah, that's actually the best place you can think of.
Okay. We have all of that marked, so there's 4 total. Does anybody have any other questions? I'm going to have a bit of a think and space out for a while.
Okay. I do have a question, but that's DM asking for mechanics question, but yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have any information for this Knight of Atara whose name you haven't learned yet?
We
Or
have.
you
It's
already learned?
Olivia.
Olivia. Okay, Olivia. I keep saying this one because I thought I haven't gave her a name.
That's the first thing I ask. It's like,
is
what's your
she-
name?
Question, is she red hair? Does her eye looks like a button?
What's her last name?
Okay, last name. Let me have a look. See, I need to make sure I haven't named another character Olivia already and gave her the exact same characteristics of this woman. Hold on.
Red hair, eye button?
No.
Wearing spectacles.
Surprisingly, she has blonde hair. She doesn't wear spectacles. She has a monocle.
Oh.
Yep, that's about it. Nothing really else distinguishing. She's wearing like the traditional hotel staff worker outfit.
Okay, so not the joke Olivia that I was talking about then.
No. I'm not that cruel just yet.
Okay, she's
Cruel.
she's just going to just gaze at Olivia for a while before going, I know this might seem like a bit of a reach, but how are you in these locations in the first place? Seems like a lot.
She summons multiple spectral owls.
That's fantastic. And where are the places you have guarding right now?
Okay, time for me to draw more stuff.
Just, you can put yellow dots. You don't have to put squares, just put dots.
Okay, let's see. We use freehand then. So she has an owl literally right here. That's the wrong color. Mate kudasai.
Yes.
Okay, she has one right here.
Okay.
Here, 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 right above the statue. Here, here, and here. This map is giving a hodgepodge of different colors. Now we're just like green for RGB.
Are we actually making this map like something like someone found out there's something suspicious within their friends, and then you just hold a lot of lines and pictures around?
This is not a map, man. This is a color book.
Okay. All right, so that is the areas that she has active surveillance on. Do note they are not static, so they do fly about in a certain small radius.
What do the owls look like? Like, do they
owl.
have any discernible features that if we see them, we're like, okay, we know you're watching?
Okay, very easy to determine. Feature-wise, they look like barn owls. Another distinguishing feature, they are translucent blue.
Oh, not everyone can see it?
Yep.
I think it's just gonna be invisible until you can see it.
Okay.
It's not that. Apparently, she explains that the owls, like through her own spell modification, they have very, very good eyesight. So they actually fly like roughly 3 miles above the ground level.
Huh.
Okay.
So there's
okay.
that.
Okay, that's good. At least we know she's watching in case any of us goes missing.
Oh, yep.
That's great. I was worried that if any one of us does go missing, we wouldn't know, but now we do. You have one near the wizard's tower, which means you would know when the guard changes.
Well, according to everything going on for the past couple weeks, they change at 7 p.m. But since the princess is here, I doubt that's gonna happen.
Who lives in that area? Would it be very strange for us to just pop over, have a look around, not within the wizard's tower, but around the area?
Well, she goes into more detail as she explains that particular district, we'll call that the Arcane District for purposes of explanation. Let me draw out the territory for you. In green, so we have full RGB-ness. Okay, cantik. So this area over here, we'll call it the Arcane Zone. Mostly are frequented by adventurers looking to purchase magical wares.
Okay, and how much do you think people spend per item?
She gives her a thought. Well, that would depend on the class of items you're looking for and whether or not you're going through the black market. But average transaction size, you're looking at 4,000, 5,000 gold.
Can see discernible, like shook.
At which point she goes, oh yeah, which reminds me, and she on her, okay, she's wearing like an overcoat lah, right? And most overcoats have this like outside breast pocket. So she reaches into that pocket. It's very small, like her hand can barely fit into it, and pulls out a huge sack of something, which goes clank as she sets it on the table, and she has to stand up and shove it towards you because it's so damn heavy. If any of you want to open it, feel free.
I'm going to sort of reach towards it. I'm guessing this is a stipend?
This would be your how do I say this? This is your operational fund for this mission.
Right. And how much would this be?
She pulls out a large clipboard from said pocket.
Oh.
About 12,000 gold.
Right.
It is fucking heavy because I've learned recently gold is very heavy.
Yeah, gold is heavy. So that means that I have to drop it in the bag of holding.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I look at Frisk and I'm like, I'm afraid this would have to be under your care.
I understand. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so actually opening the sack itself, right? Inside, you see dozens, no, not dozen, nay, hundreds of coin purses, like covered in purple velvet and whatnot. They look like actual coin purses, huh? So it's not actually like a gigantic pile of gold. They've already sorted it into small wallets for you.
Okay.
So it's more like 1K per pouch.
No, like 100 per pouch. Hence
100.
why I said hundreds.
Oh, okay. Right. Let's take 100 for now. The rest, Frisk, I'm going to have you be the person to take care of this.
Okay. So just 100 per person or just 100?
100 per person for now.
Okay.
Fleury raises her hand and points towards the bag, looking at the rest of you. Can I get maybe 400 from that? I'd like to buy some better equipment. And she looks down at her slightly rusted and tattered armor.
Definitely.
Okay.
Alright, so she grabs it, she thanks you, and very politely excuses herself from the table to make preparations.
Okay, so
Is there sort of a brawlers district where less magical people tend to congregate and have little tournaments amongst themselves?
That would be the area directly behind the main castle. And she pulls out a live video feed of one of the owls patrolling near the castle, where you can see several brute-headed knights jousting.
oh, jousting. No, that's something I cannot do.
I see this. I see this physical video feed, and I'm like, one of these days I'm going to have to ask you to teach me how to do that, because right now I'm relying on
know
X.
that I can.
And then I bring out X.
I can't. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
She blushes slightly and she waves her hand. It's like, oh no, it's just a modified augury spell combined with a fine familiar, so nothing too special.
That's fantastic. We'll have dinner one of these days.
I can see the indignation on Friska's face.
Yeah.
With Frisk as well. I'm sure he'll have some input, of course. But we're detracting from the case at hand. I was thinking we can split into two teams. One would be the casters and one would be the brawlers. We can start finding information from either end.
Well, that's a pretty decent split. Then half the party is the tree brawler, the other half is the tree caster.
Because it would... I imagine until we know the makeup of this town, I wouldn't really want to have fully geared up people near the Wizard's Tower. Lest they call attention to themselves. Well, until I can confirm anyway.
She gives you a nod and she also gives you a word of caution. If you notice any of the royal guards patrolling the streets, stand clear of them. Royal guards have standing orders from the emperor himself that if anyone breaches a 10 feet radius around them, they are permitted to kill the person.
Wow.
Well, now we know.
Okay.
12 feet radius, right?
10 feet, 10 feet.
10 feet radius.
Essentially, get close to the royal guards and you're probably going to get smacked in the face.
Right, you heard the lady. I'll extend this information to Deltas and Lorelei.
Right, with that, if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to report back to command and resume my monitoring duties.
Thank you so much, Olivia.
Alright, she gives you a nod and very quietly departs. As she is walking away, you all can see the outline of a gigantic dagger strapped to her waist behind her.
That's not conspicuous at all.
No. It's not. I'm not saying that you can see it because it's so large. You just happen to caught her at the precise moment when she moved her clothes parted slightly so you can see the silhouette.
Okay. I was thinking like, oh yeah, a big giant dagger, a sword-sized dagger just slammed beside her.
No. But yeah, it is concealed.
Okay.
Alright. With a small clack, she leaves the room and you are now alone.
Okay. So out of character, that's a total of 1,000 gold has been deducted from the quote-unquote party funds for today.
You
Okay.
still have 11,000 to go with.
1,000? I thought we have 12,000.
Yeah,
so
you
you
still have
11,000.
11,000 left.
Oh yeah, okay. 11. Yeah, that's correct.
I'll do a bookkeeping thing later and do math. Right. What time is it? Roughly.
Well, it is still day, so it's been roughly an hour since you all got here, so I'm gonna say it's roughly 11. Yeah, 11 sounds fair, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look at Curtis and then go, well, this is probably one of your few towns you've been in, so I'm sure you want to look around.
Yes, of course. I'm delighted to know more about this town.
And because
Yeah,
two of our friends are
right.
currently indisposed, I think we should have a walk.
Yes. That would be lovely. Thank you.
Also, since it is better not to be alone, so more just all of us gonna accompany you.
I'm sure this place will be safe, and I'm sure we won't be long, but I think we should find at least some lunch. Maybe check out the area.
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe grab some brunch, check out the area, know this place a little bit more.
Do I know if this area has like a special thing that tourists tend to flock towards, like?
Well, she did hand you a brochure, so let's have a look, see what you can find.
I
Just give me,
browsed
like, a
through the
general-
brochure.
Yep, just give me a general perception check.
Okay, I'm holding this in front of everybody, by the way, so
Okay, sure.
they can look to
Yeah, so
see what they
advantage then.
like. Perception. What is my trash perception?
Chechen.
Oh, it's none. I don't see anything because I'm thinking of the wizard's tower.
Okay, with a 9, you learn that one of the restaurants here, it doesn't really state where it is. It's so well known. The brochure literally says you can't miss it, and didn't give any more details after that.
one of those
Marketing, eh?
things. One of those things.
All right,
You cannot miss it.
all right. I need to very quickly look through something and tell you what the signature dish is. So give me one
Okay.
moment.
It's brunch, so hopefully eggs Benedict, but this world's version, so eggs Mursa, omelette de Morsa.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. While you're doing that, can I ask you a mechanical question?
What's up?
Okay, so outer self, the spell,
Okay.
it states that you can choose one of the abilities when you use this spell to change, either to have like natural claws, able to swim and breathe underwater, and change appearance.
Okay.
But the change appearance also state that you cannot be higher than what your race class is currently. And what do you think about? It says that none of your statistic change. So what's that like? My stats won't change.
Send me the blob real quick. I just need to verify.
It's a very big blob. There you go. That blob.
It's fine. I'm still looking over the thing real quick. Why the hell not right? Okay, so
Change.
for some bizarre reason, the most famous dish here is freshwater. What is the word called? Soft-shelled crab.
Seafood.
Yes, surprisingly.
Interesting. Is there a river nearby?
No,
wait.
you did not see a river.
Wait, if I remember the map correctly, there's a huge sea to the right of this town, isn't it?
Is
Well,
there?
it's still a distance away, but not close enough for it to be fresh.
Yeah, so why is it freshwater crab? Where's the river?
Yeah, you'll find out soon. But yes, freshwater seafood, freshwater soft-shelled crab that is coated with different sauces that will be chosen depending on the what's that called, the patron's liking lah.
Okay.
They have sauces like pepper, salted butter, salted egg, that kind of fun stuff. Okay, let me have a look-see. Oh god, yep, you were right. I need my glasses for this.
Okay. It will be
Cause
right there at the
yeah.
center for change appearance.
Okay, one sec. Need to take off my headset. Can't hear any of you. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so you'll be
Centers it.
right there at the center.
You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair, blah blah blah, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. If a member of another race, though none of your statistics change. That means that your ability scores don't change.
I was going to do something cool, but never mind. See you then.
Wait, because of the size, does that mean Frisk can turn into a human child?
Yes.
Lolly.
Forget that. So many plays. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, but I was thinking that if this was able to change the stats, right? I want to try to modify it to be like a small Lorelei so that I have a dexterity.
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked the DM.
Yep,
I do not know what that means, but yeah.
No worries about it. And looking over at, like, even at the distance I'm sitting from the computer, like roughly 3 feet away, taking off my glasses and putting on my glasses, holy shit, I'm going blind.
Kesian.
Yeah.
So
going blind,
young.
oh no.
So young, you need bifocals.
Exactly. Oh, this is not good, but okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, great.
I point to the food place and I'm like, unless you see something else really interesting. Sorry, my mind is at the wizard's tower. Curtis?
Okay, I'm gonna try to look for something then. Basic perception check.
Curtis rolled really high. There must be something that he really wants to do.
Oh, wait, Curtis did roll
what?
something really high.
Curtis, what are you doing? What are you looking for? Sorry.
Shit. I was looking at the map, the brochure, but right now since the brochure is already done, I think I want to just see how the crowd right now. I assume we're already outside, right?
Oh no, you're actually still inside the place.
Is there windows?
Yeah. Can I just see from
There's a few, yeah.
Can I-
May I suggest that we explore around and try our luck to see if we can find this restaurant or something? If not, then, I mean, since it's a new place, no one's been here before, might as well just do a little bit of a walking and exploring.
That's an idea. But also, Curtis wants to look outside.
Yeah, I want to look outside, see if there's anyone suspicious looking at our.
We are new adventurers and we have quite a few people that is magical potential capabilities people. So yeah.
Hearing that, I give you bardic inspiration. And I'm like, that's a really good idea.
Get one. I never get one.
Yeah, because I can't get one either, because I'm the one giving.
Yeah, same.
Now there's 2 bards you can give each other.
Every time
bardic.
we high five, we bardic inspiration each other.
Yeah. Good. I want to hear.
Okay. So you have a bardic
Inspiration.
to go see. Look.
Yeah. I guess 17. Do I have to roll again or something?
No.
No, but you're looking for the crowd, right? What are you specifically looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, people who looking at us. At least somebody's looking directly at the. I assume I'm looking at the window, right? So looking at the window or looking at the hotel in some.
Let's
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a dice off screen because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab my old metal dice, which I haven't used in such a long time. Grab that.
Yay, dice.
Good.
Depending on the role, I can just give you flash of genius.
Dice Black Hole, how have I missed you? I've neglected you for 2 years. Alright, let's see. Let me just pull out the dice first.
Oh, the sound.
Okay.
Sweet dice.
D20, big red D20, where are you? Lai, you're the Chinese color of red. You should give me luck. You do not see anyone looking at you.
Ah, okay. So the people outside is doing their usual thing lah.
Yep. Most people are going about their daily business right now. You don't see anyone particularly. How do I say this? You don't see anyone particularly suspicious.
Can I ask about the outside what statue?
What
kind of
statue?
Yeah, what statue is that?
Did I have to give a
there's-
description last game?
No, but you did just tell us there's a statue here.
Yeah,
Oh right. Okay.
what kind
So
of statue is it?
okay,
Is this the
let's
statue of
see.
the emperor himself.
Well, not the emperor you're thinking of, but it is the emperor. Yes.
Okay. Like the current emperor of the Herbian Kingdom.
Correct. Oh damn, that giant D20.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, not the usual stuff you probably see around America. If I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. So yeah, current emperor.
oh,
Okay.
Basically the ruler of this region. Yeah, region.
Okay, that's a really good thing that you brought up, Curtis. Because if people are being targeted, we'll assume that we're being watched as well.
I also want to add one thing that he. Wait, Curtis is a he, right?
Ish.
So that yeah, okay. I also want to add that he is a fable, mythical, magical creature that is supposed to be in a different realm. So I'm sure someone will eye this.
100%.
If you are looking for someone that has magical capability or adapted of, there you go.
I hate to say this, but you're very conspicuous. Coming from a person who did literally just ask to touch your ear when I first met you. And I apologize for that.
No worries.
I-
Never actually had someone asking to touch my ears, so that's a new experience.
I shrug apologetically. Is there a way to make you less conspicuous?
I can disguise self. Yeah, I can disguise. I'm good at disguising myself. Into I don't know. Okay, wait. Does disguise self change your size?
As a furbolg, you have the power to change your size by 1 foot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like you can assume average human height if you wanted to, because furbolgs are tall.
oh, okay, I see. True. Yeah, okay. Then for now, I can change my form. Just to go around the town, I guess. And then I just
But you
It's-
still looks like a furbolg.
So here's the
No.
funny part. You didn't decide this. You didn't think about this before you walked into the town itself.
That is
No, I
true,
That is true.
but
Hmm?
that doesn't mean she cannot. I mean, he cannot.
She
Because
can't, but
technically-
someone's gonna be very confused.
Well, we can tell Olivia that this is the case. Also, when we were walking in through town to get to here, were there people in cloaks, travelers' guards? What seems ordinary to wear?
Wait, what?
As far as cloaks are concerned, when we were walking through here, what was okay? Was it okay for people to be cloaked, hooded?
Okay. There are not many cloak or hooded people, and whoever is wearing a hood generally has it lowered. So that's that lah. So hiding your face seems to be somewhat of a no-no here.
Okay, I'll say that out loud, and then I go. Well, it's true that you also did come in here. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to go to their hotels and decide to stay in for the entire day, but it's really up to you.
I have some things to do. You know what? Can I use my disguise kit and disguise make myself a little bit smaller, like human size, I guess.
So disguise kit, the item itself only changes your clothing's appearance. I don't think there's a way for you to shrink yourself with disguise kit unless you're casting the spell disguise self.
Yep.
Oh,
But disguise self is illusory magic, so if someone touch you, you still being exposed.
Yep.
Well, the illusion won't fade away completely, but someone will know something is
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I do have an idea, but after reading it, I was like, oh no, you failed me once again. Outer self is a self cast. God damn it.
It's okay. I mean, she looks again at everybody's concern. Like, again, it really depends on whether or not you want attention to yourself. Well, which
I mean,
isn't necessarily terrible, especially when you're conspicuous and we have to be somewhere else. So if people see you in a place, you have an alibi.
you know what? I'll just keep my form right now, and I just put on a really nice cape, a different kind of cape.
They just disappear. They just disappear out of this call.
Apa? Oh,
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Whom's?
Everything's
Clung in DM.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just
Okay.
it's just one question and done deal. That's it.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I just put on a blue cape for now. Before this, I wear a red cape, and then right now it's blue cape. That's all. I
Okay,
just changed
sure.
it. Yeah.
All right, so I feel I should explain myself why a lot of the characters that you are seeing in the general chat have capes. Okay, so people in the realm of tag, it's not just in the Herbion Kingdom. They wear the cape to signify what allegiance they have, and the badge on the cape itself, like the bandolier of the cape, is more of alliance to a specific faction or nation, or whatever groups of interest.
It's like your IC.
Essentially, yeah. So if you're the Herbion, if you're an Imperial Guardsman from the Herbion Kingdom, you would wear the Herbion Kingdom badge, and on your cape, it will either be the family, your own family cape, or it will be like the Herbion Kingdom Royal Guard cape, that kind of stuff.
As mercenaries, we don't have specific colored capes because we don't hold allegiances, right?
No.
That's completely up to you on how you all want to determine it. But yeah, I'll leave that up to you all how you want to determine it.
I don't wear cape because I come from a place that is supposed to be evil.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't really want to what's it called, advertise that too much, yeah.
Okay,
Can
so
I have like a cape that is designed for my my spy shit. What am I
What
looking for?
you want the incognito logo on your cape, is it?
Something like that. Yes. I mean, you know.
That would be.
why would you do that? That defeats the
would
purpose.
that tells everybody that you are a spy.
I mean, it's something that like, I don't actually like.
You shouldn't have a cape just like me, just because.
Wait, maybe you have like a scarification or a tattoo in a place nobody else knows.
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay,
'Cause-
draws a bit too much attention if
'cause
you want to put the
otherwise-
incognito logo on it.
Exactly, it's like, did you open an incognito tab? Yes.
No, that's not what I meant. But it's something like a misleading cape. Yeah, that's what I was.
A misleading cape, but telling
that-
people you're a spy. Okay.
Yeah, so
That is
no.
interesting, yeah.
Okay,
so
so
no worries about that. You can have a tattoo somewhere on your body. Please let it be somewhere not I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
it's on your gooch. Okay, we're gonna spend about half an hour preparing to go out, essentially, and then we'll go out. And because Fleury wants to go buy weapons, right? And we don't want her to go alone. So I guess we'll go as a group to Jalan for maybe 3 hours.
Okay, so she comes out. Fleury comes out, I should say, about like 30 minutes later. She has 6 less weapons on her this time.
Okay. Question DM. Since I want to say 3 different names, and all 3 different names is the same person but different. Uhira says she wants to take 30 minutes or half an hour. Can I take the time to just what do you call this? The what's that word again? The R symbol for spells.
Ritual.
Ritual cast alarm near our door where we stay, so that I can know if anyone enters, breaking entry or something like that.
I just want to point out to you, in case you haven't noticed it, because I sure as hell didn't notice this. Alarm is not a concentration spell, so you can just cast as many of them as you want.
Yeah, but no. Because ritual cast takes time. It's not that it's a concentration and whatnot. It takes time to do it. So when she says she's taking 30 minutes, okay, I'm just gonna make this whole area alarm.
Is it silent in your mind, or is it alarm?
It's silent in my mind. I do not want to alert the entire hotel. It's like, oh,
Literally everyone just wakes up like, what is going on?
Yeah. So it's gonna be in my mind. So yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem about that.
The specification for who is not gonna get triggered is our party included Olivia.
Okay.
And then insects.
Okay.
Yeah, because you do not know if the ants just gonna crawl in and then just trigger the alarm.
I don't know if ants count. Like I feel like
because it do need to say specifics, like sometimes red and like I don't know, lizard will trigger them as well. Like
a fucking termite just bites through your wall and your alarm goes off.
Yeah, so
okay. I have an idea. Include in the alarm that if any animals, any magical creatures walk through, it will trigger.
Any magical creature walk through the door won't get triggered?
Will get triggered.
Oh, will get triggered. Okay.
Because familiars.
Yeah, familiars.
Druids.
Okay. Then I don't need to like say it lah, because the one that I say is the one that doesn't get triggered.
And
if I don't say it, then it will trigger.
I think like generally non-magical insects is fine. Especially if it's ants and termites, because otherwise you will be talking for a really long time. Maybe that's why it takes 10 minutes.
Imagine just magical ants go on a spying mission. Journey.
Oh my goodness, but okay.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it is a fantasy world, so I won't be surprised, to be honest. If like,
okay, next weapon set is weaponized ants.
Okay, so yeah, DM, you know what I'm So those things did not. I
am just taking notes. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
do I want to trigger mice as well? Because I don't think this place have mouse.
Nah, it's a bit too high class for mouse.
Yeah. Then I will trigger mouse because it's too high class for mouse.
Okay,
if mouse, yes.
Yeah.
30 minutes pass by. All of you are more or less ready. Delta still hasn't come out yet. Lorelei also hasn't come out yet.
That's fine.
I put a note on the door.
Okay.
On the table. Like, I'm assuming the place that we have is like the presidential suite kind of thing.
So there is a common room, kitchen and whatnot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it on the table like nice sheet of paper with a paperweight on top saying, going out for a while, we'll be back in 3 hours.
Okay, sure.
Don't
no
travel
problem.
alone. That kind of thing.
Don't travel alone. Okay. All right. So, with that out of the way, you're heading up.
Yep.
All right. Please move the token appropriately.
Where to?
Okay. Curtis. I'm gonna leave Curtis to decide where to go because Curtis is new. Or Horn.
I would, before going back, I would have asked for the restaurant's whereabouts.
Okay. Are you asking anyone in particular, or are you asking Olivia?
Wait. I have a suggestion.
Yes.
But there's only D6, right? There's roll a D4 and then we go like north, south, east, west.
I prefer the restaurant suggestion. Like, figure out where that is and then start going towards there and then circle back.
So the token is not controllable by everyone.
Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. 1 second.
Lord.
Mate.
Hey, make the token smaller too.
Yeah.
How do I like force it down smaller?
Alt.
Drink the shrink potion.
How's the inlet
Press
reduced
ALT.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Shante. Okay, let me just edit it by in party journal. Can be edited by everyone.
Okay.
There we go.
Curtis.
Gimana?
Curtis. Okay, so Curtis is gonna ask somebody where the resto is. I'm assuming the map. It says cannot miss. For sure, got map 1 on the pamphlet. Right?
Oh, no. Most of
Voila.
the places are not marked. You
What?
just see like a general layout of buildings. You can assume whoever made this map wasn't particularly particular.
I see.
Okay, while Curtis is doing that, you can hear Udira just complaining about how this pamphlet is not helpful at all.
All right. So, Curtis, who do you plan to ask for information?
Olivia.
Okay, so you head down to the ground floor. She is where you all expect her to be, like behind the receptionist's desk. All right, what do you ask her? She looks out at you all and says, "Oh, you're heading out?"
Yes, I was asking. Do you know of any? As usual, we're new here, and we would like to go and get the best restaurant in town. I bet.
Are you referring to the one in the pamphlet? As she starts to smile slightly.
I from the back you hear pamphlet's not very good.
I agree with that. This city spends too much money in military pursuits compared to what's it called? Compared to infrastructure.
I can see that from the walkway. It's not meant for small kids to walk around.
Grumble. Continue, Curtis.
All right. So, Curtis, what are you saying? She does ask you, like, are you referring to the restaurant in the pamphlet?
I was thinking of what your what do you call it? Your own personal
Preferences.
Opinion.
preferences. Thank you. Yeah.
I do enjoy the soft shell crab from that restaurant, but I also do enjoy the what's that called? The what is the word called again? The butter coated locust on the western side of town.
Butter coated
How do you? Okay, never mind. You don't know.
Locust as in the giant ass grasshopper.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Are those two different restaurants or just?
Yep, the locust restaurant. The restaurant that serves the locust can be found on the western side of town. Is actually near this entrance, and she points out this location.
Okay.
As for the restaurant that serves the soft shell crab, as she points literally directly ahead of her, turning yourselves around, you all see a gigantic fucking sign made of wood that's carved in the shape of a crab.
Just across, just straight across.
Just
the road.
straight across.
How did
So it's just here.
It's just
Wait.
there. Yes.
Here?
Looks like we found
This one, the corner?
Yeah,
It's
just
here.
Like, yeah, just
Right
across the road.
here.
Just across the road.
I didn't see that.
I mean, to be completely fair, you all came in from this direction, so you all probably missed it on the way in.
It's like, to be fair, I have shit perception, so that checks out. 100% checks out.
Okay.
For me, I think I look at the Emperor too long. Emperor too long.
He is quite magnificent.
Oh, let me see if I can find a picture of some random emperor for this thing. But carry on.
I thought you already have an idea, but okay.
I had
Grumble.
an idea, but grumble.
Grumble. Then here's outside, and then turns outside like the fuck.
It's right there.
Grumble even harder.
All right, so where would you all like to go first? Locations has been established.
I
What do you
feel
want?
like I'm gonna trust Olivia and check out the locust, especially since we wanna check out the town. So further the better.
All right, so you're heading for the locust place, is it?
We're taking a relatively less than brisk walk.
Okay, sure. Roll perceptions if you want to roll perception.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me just have a look-see at your passive perceptions for those of you who are not rolling.
I am rolling. I am okay. 13 is better than nothing.
Hang on, let me just
My
disable the grid on this map so y'all can move the thing willy-nilly.
Curtis, you still have a D8.
Oh, I do.
And if you roll it, because I have special powers, you get advantage.
He already rolled it, so
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So we have a 19, we have a 13.
make it a 24 if you roll
Yeah,
it.
make it a 24
If you roll
plus.
Ooh.
it. Yeah, if you roll it.
Well, because it's gonna disappear in 10 minutes, so might as well use now.
Okay,
Then
so
just
we've
roll it.
Oh my god! Cease forever.
32. Okay, with a 32, you notice that some of the people in the crowd are not who they are trying to make them out to be. It's quite obvious that even though the princess herself isn't here at the moment, her incognito bodyguards are still roaming around the city.
Oh.
Which kind of makes sense if you think about it.
Aside from that, can I see what's the what do you call it? So we're going from the hotel to this place, right?
Uh-huh.
So can I see, based on my perception, what is the what do you call it? I'm sorry, I can't speak. Okay, the similarities of the places of where the victims got abducted.
Yeah, I feel like if we want to do that, we can take like a long way around and hit all the abduction spots. Do you want to do that?
Just for this place, for particular, I don't want to go around that much.
Like,
Okay, so looking at the map to where Olivia actually pointed out the specific, the places they disappeared to, you notice some of them are inside buildings.
Well, that's bad.
Oh, I thought they were all outside, like in the.
No.
Yeah.
Some of them are in alleyways, yes, but some of them seem to be inside the buildings.
So that's why I
Yeah.
said there I can count two. Well, I said two, but I don't know if there's any more. I think there's more. Two that is like, oh my god, why? That's not right.
Okay.
I guess Curtis is saying this out loud. Well, loud enough for us to hear, but not anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she's going to reply with, well, again, I do think these people are too important to just flat out. I make the hand motion of potong kepala. So I do think, and I do believe, they're still alive. We just have to find them.
I must admit the uh the disappearance of the people disappearance kind of fits me the most, so that's why I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie.
I pat you on the shoulder and I'm like, it's alright, we're here.
Ooh, alamak. Before going, you know what? Never mind, never mind. Yeah, we'll just go to back to the restaurants.
Alamak seems like a very interesting. Wait, is that in your language?
Oh no.
What?
No, she's speaking character and use the word alama.
Oh, that's OOC. But oh yes, that is what do we call? Alamak is kind of like oops, kind of thing. Like alamak, I put down. Alamak, I forgot Terry on my way back. But don't worry, he's inside my head. And then I pull out my head, and then there's Terry over there. So
Rejoice. That's fantastic. Come along then. What shops do we see going down?
Okay, so you see on the way, let me just draw the path line for you first. On the way here, right, you see general convenience stores and whatnot, but most, the thing that stands out to you directly here is a very posh upper class clothing store.
We pass it and you hear Odira just say, that seems kind of bougie. Should we go in?
I'm gonna change the color and increase the thing so you all can see.
It's like pause for a while and then decides, maybe not. Maybe we'll have lunch first. Yes.
yeah. We'll have lunch first.
Yeah, you can hear like my stomach starts to make noise.
Definitely lunch first. Jalan.
Solid plan.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Put this right here. Okay. So as you guys make it to the outside of this restaurant, you can see there isn't a signboard shaped like an inside or anything, but you do see a signboard with a name. Directly above, you see the restaurant is called
Restaurant generator.
No. I already have a name in mind. I have a name in mind.
Restaurant Stadium.
Don't know how to say.
Imagine that.
All right. The name of this restaurant is called the Grilled Cockroach.
Oh god.
Why did I choose this name? I do not know. All right. From the outside, you see a very oh shit, I need to look back to the world map. Hang on. You see what appears to be a building pulled straight from Inari. It looks like an actual tree. A restaurant was carved out from a tree.
Ooh.
That's very Inari of them.
All right, so what would you all like to do? There doesn't appear to be too many people at the moment.
Go in.
All right, so as you all open the door chimes as you all enter, and you see inside an arrangement of, if any of you have ever seen wood elf furniture, what's it called? Imagine that. Essentially, it's like, no, not wood elf. Sorry, rotan furniture.
This
That's why wood house.
this
Yeah.
is
Rotan furniture.
this is tepi jalan. What was it? Yong Tau Fu restaurant. This one.
No, the best part is leaves are growing out of the rotan.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited. I'm like,
Alright.
oh,
Entering looking inside more, you see several patrons that are scattered about in different tables. The tables are vary in size from like 4 large tables pushed together, like single circular tables. Very, let's just say there's different seating options for your party size, right? And you see directly behind the main counter, a wood elf.
okay. I go up to the main counter. I say hello, and then I go, we've been recommended this restaurant from Olivia, from the Moon's Whale Inn. Let's see.
Okay, the wood elf gives you a very happy smile and gives you a small bow. Yes, welcome to the grilled cockroach. But she says the grilled cockroach in the wood elf dialect. So whoever doesn't understand Elvish, you have no idea what this lady just said.
I don't understand Elvish, but I do know Sylvan. Does that help at all? No. Okay. I just hear garbled words.
I'm an elf.
You're an elf. Okay, so you understand what is being said, but there is a very heavy wood elf accent to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, besides that, you are able to understand essentially what she just said was the grilled cockroach, but it sounds very more posh in Elvish.
Okay, and I'll say what do you have in your menu to recommend besides
Out of
soft shell
character.
crab?
Yeah, out of
what?
character was honey covered locust,
what?
right?
Wait. This is locust. That's not.
Soft shell crab is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We're in locust. Okay.
No worries. So she gives you another quick bow as she ducks down behind the counter to pull out several menus. And how do I say this? Have you all ever went to a restaurant where it's not a menu book, but it's just like a piece of laminated paper? Imagine that. Imagine that, but it's just a plank handed to you.
Is it a degustation menu?
A what?
A degustation menu. So you have the courses listed down and then the final price.
Yes, of course. And it's essentially a wooden 4x4 plank handed to you.
This is very big.
Yeah, and I hold it like kind of awkwardly, I don't really know how to hold this thing.
All right, so
I'm going to take it, hold it, use mage hand, and then hold it three different hands.
okay,
There.
so essentially, you see the reason why it's so long, right? You see, there are many categories on the menu itself. You see arthropods. You see, I don't know what other the insects are called. Deltas isn't here, so he can't help me. You see arthropods. You see whatever else, and each specific category has its own bug, for lack of a better term. Yeah.
I am severely interested. And then I'm sort of looking at the menu, and then I look at the waitress, the
waitress, yes.
the maître d'.
You see that she's dressed in a traditional wood elf garb, and she's wearing what appears to be the standard Inari cape over her shoulder, and she has, for the badge, a wooden cockroach that looks slightly burnt.
Right. Aside from that, is this a fancy place, or is it like a mid-range place, or is it finer on seating? What's happening?
Roger was outside the dome, so he doesn't know this. None of you actually know this, except for Odira. Roll a history check.
Okay.
Ooh.
10.
Okay, so that's fine. Since due to your background, you like travel around the places. This place, according to the places you've been in Inari, this would be considered somewhere around mid-class, like a family diner.
Okay. She'll feel more relaxed a bit once she knows that, and then looking at the menu, I can say that I definitely don't know what to order, so I will differ on your expertise.
She gives you a smile and she says, "Well, you can try our restaurant's namesake, the grilled cockroach, or as your friend has recommended to you, the butter-coated locust is also a good choice.
We'll have...
As for appetizers, you can also have maggots, or perhaps if you prefer fire ants to your pleasure more."
There are 4 of us, right now?
Fleury.
And Fleury, so 5. Five.
Oh, okay.
Math.
Oh, yeah.
Not counting with fingers. Counting with fingers. I look at the server and I'm like, I think we'll have one of each, and then just make sure that's enough for all of us.
She looks at you, it's like, well, each serving of the locust can generally feed, let's say, 1 person. But if you want something to be shared within the party, you can also enjoy a fire slug. And she points behind her, and you can see that it's like a little window showing the kitchen itself, and you see like a chair-sized slug on a chopping board.
there's a face that says, "That's massive." She claps excitedly and go, "We'll have one of that, the locusts, the grilled cockroach, and the fire ants. I'm assuming they're quite spicy."
The fire ants, funny enough, they're sweet. And she gives you another happy look.
Right. We'll have those, and if we think we can have some more, we'll order more. And I guess we'll sit over there. And then I point to a
What about
table.
your drinks, though? Would you like any drinks? We have like the usual water. We also have spirit water if that's to your liking.
Any alcoholic beverages?
Alcoholic beverages. We do have what the humans call beer, but distilled from crushed up ant guts.
I'll take it, and then you can hear my stomach goes again.
Okay, sure. What about the rest of you? As she looks over, do you all want any drinks?
I'll have the
Fleury
same.
is at this point saying, "I'll just have a water."
Water.
I
I look at
will
Fleury.
have-
Come now.
I will have a water as well.
All right.
Beer
Alright.
water for me, thank you.
All right, so that's she writes everything down on another wooden tablet, and she.
It's not that I want to be adventurous or anything, but I work day in and day out in a forge. I gotta get dehydrated if I drink any alcohol.
That's fair.
Alright,
And then
so-
we sit down, and then while waiting for the food, I guess we discuss plans.
Okay, no problem. As you all sit down at your chosen table, the waitress goes back to the kitchen to relay your order. What do you all want to discuss about?
We're gonna go back in 3 hours. Well, less than that now. Well, it's not gonna get dark anytime soon. We do have to get Fleury's new stuff. Does anybody need to get anything else?
Fleury absentmindedly says a new dress would be nice.
Not from that bougie place, I assume.
She looks at you, it's like, oh no. She does the disgusted no gesture.
Not gonna lie, I'm only interested in going in because I want to see what it is. But I don't think we have anything to buy from there unless anybody has a ball to go to.
Fritz going to look at Fleur and say, "I'm not gonna lie. I thought when I saw that place, I thought of you more of a princess type, and that you would choose that place."
Wait, are you talking to Fleury?
Yeah, I'm talking to Fleur.
She gives you a look. It's like, well, she thinks about it for a moment and she replies back. It's like, well, that is true, but I prefer something more functional, you know. And in the Herbion Kingdom, in the capital city of Herbion, there's this fantastic tailor where in between the cloths they sew dragon scales. So in addition to looking nice, the dress is also functional.
You meaning to tell me you can dress like $1 billion and still be armored?
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
She'll say, I do have one at home, but I only use that for social events and I didn't bring it with me.
Yeah, that's fair. And I don't know when will you go back home as well, since we are on this path now. I'm sorry.
Probably after this wish I can probably just head home. Maybe for a
You
couple of days.
you sure the higher ups won't ask question since we are not on the ship?
She gives a thought about it for a moment. I'll find a way. As she waves her hand a bit.
Talk about the ship. We do need to find that ship.
That is something.
Since we came back here, I am a little bit, well, me and him, is reluctant to come back because we kind of ditched that thing. Also, because I have a little bit on trust against some of them because what we found out, but
You're not wrong. We just have to find out more. I believe that doing this currently will at least help us get some noteworthiness within the,
you know
the organization.
there's one thing when I remember that few days ago that I did ascending to Farah.
Yes.
She did mention something that when we took up this mission kind of clicked a little bit, but I don't think it's related. But apparently there is some organization that might be doing bad things regarding human question mark. But that's all I get because her message cut off.
That's very strange. And then I make a motion with my hand to like lower volume.
Yeah. I'm small. I got it.
No, I meant lower.
I know.
Lower the conversational voice.
Take inspiration. Take inspiration.
But sure. That is concerning, and I feel like whatever we find here will tie into that, hopefully. Maybe not, but it's still information nonetheless. Sorry, Curtis. And then I give Curtis like some of the explanations, the low down and the down low.
The download and the uploads.
The downloads and the uploads.
It's kind of a thing that's ongoing right now, and doing this will help further that. We're thinking of continuing that issue. We'll call it issue A as soon as we figure this thing out. Again, it might be related, it might not be related. I look at Horn. Thoughts?
I don't know, but what I was thinking when we were in the inn, that maybe we can find something out from the wizard tower, but at the same time, I was thinking, as a person like me, not much of a magic user compared to you guys.
I was thinking with regards of the wizard's tower, myself, Frisk, and Curtis, we can go to that area, and then you and Deltas and Fleuret can go to the barracks area, the fighting area.
Yeah, we can do that, but what I was thinking is that we could use me and Deltas and Fleuret can investigate the areas that the people went missing that Olivia pinpointed.
Definitely. I feel that we can start doing that tomorrow, perhaps. Maybe
Tomorrow.
do a closer sort of investigation of the places.
I don't know about this town, but there's something about me when it comes to new place that I like to explore the non how do I say this?
The paths.
The happy parts of the town.
The paths not taken. I completely understand.
Yeah.
But again, it would be better to go in groups. 2 is great, 3 is better.
Definitely, help is always better than solo.
And I have a feeling that I definitely won't be able to just de-door into the wizard's tower. It's a wizard's tower. It probably has anti-magic anything.
Do you guys sense anything from the wizard's tower since you guys
It's
more
very
of a magic user?
It's very far. We need to get close if you need us to like sense magical presence.
Fair enough.
I mean, the most curious thing is the wizards disappeared. Wizards don't just disappear.
And as powerful as head of the wizard tower, I even doubt that he will be just being captured, quote unquote, just like that.
Out of character, DM, do we know like he's like the powerful wizard? Or
Okay,
just a
so-
wizard? Or we only know he's just a wizard?
Okay, so I need to point out that this is not just any ordinary wizard's tower. Let me grab the law channel real quick and go up to factions. This is a Magister Tower.
Oh,
Magister?
That's even worse. That's even worse.
All right, so each town that has a notable presence of people anyway, will have a Magister Tower, which is the Mages Association lah. And each tower is headed by the Master of the Tower, which is a region leader of the Magisters.
Why I said it is worse.
Definitely not somebody who suddenly goes missing. And it's not like we can go up to the guards and ask questions. We're supposed to be incognito. The other option is more terrible, but useful. It's where one of us becomes a...
Target.
Well, for lack of a better word, yes. A decoy.
I know where this is going.
But that's assuming they have one of us targeted in the first place. That also means keeping your eyes and ears peeled everywhere we go, which, unfortunately for me, I'm not the most perceptive of people. I get misdirected very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, it's a problem.
It's fine, just in case any of us gets taken. How, aside from finding out that we're missing at the end of the day, how would we know?
Actually, yeah, you know what? Actually, I reach into the bag of holding and take out two. Actually, I should have enough metal to make a very quick thing anyway. What called toy doll, using my gnome's.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. You open the bag of holding right now?
Oh wait, actually, should I?
No, I'm just asking. Bag of holding is nothing special lah. People have seen it everywhere. I'm just asking whether you're opening it right now or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it right now.
Okay, sure. You are assaulted with beeping. Beep 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 beep.
I'll close the bag of holding. What?
The sound ceases.
I put my hand up to call the waiter.
Okay.
Yep, waiter comes over.
Um,
He's holding a plate of entrees and your drinks.
Sorry, my friend here opened his bag of holding to take something, but there was a beeping sound. Is there some kind of security precaution?
Let me rephrase that. The beeping sound came from within the bag of holding.
Oh. I don't know. Then I just look at Frisk. I'm like, what sound, friend?
What sound, friend? All right, as you all are having this hushed conversation, the waiter drops off the fire ants and all your drinks, and she says, the main course will be a couple more minutes.
That's fine, thank you.
In that case, is the beeping loud? DM?
He said not too loud.
Not too loud.
But it's noticeable.
Okay. So and then I look to what you call to Uhira, like, I know what is in there, and based on the list of items I put in there, there's only one thing left that would make that sound.
What is it?
You remember? Hush, hush. Do you remember the time when we go to an very old factory? Quotation mark. Where a lot of weird things we do not see before. We were being attacked by opposition forces when we reached down there.
Mm-hmm.
We picked up something after the altercation.
That the wrist. It looks like a watch.
Whatever watch it is. And I remember seeing the commander of the Royal Guards have it on his shoulder.
This is news. What do we do about it? We can't take it out right now.
We have a different mission to go to. Why is everything backing up each other?
Yeah, I can, because we saw who he is, I can always do ascending.
But he do not know you though.
Well, I can still do ascending and tell him that we know what happened to one of the squads. I mean, again, this isn't important at the current moment, but I feel like it might help in a way. Considering what we saw, he completely overruled all the guards, whoever he is. And given that we're not supposed to be 10 feet near these people.
And I feel like he has his priorities right now on something else, not missing friends or and such like that. I feel like we can keep this for now. Yeah, we can keep this for now. But it's just that every time I need to pull something now, this thing's gonna screams. Yeah, screams.
We're going to have to do something about that eventually. Anyway, what were you trying to pull out of your bag anyway?
I was trying to pull out 2 toy dolls. But I think anything would work. Do you guys have any trinket that I can break?
Trinkets.
Okay, you know what? It doesn't have to be a trinket. It can even be a piece of stone. If you have anything like that in your possession.
I mean, I have a quill, and then I look at the rest.
Fleury holds out several cartridges of Reignite bullets.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Do it. I am.
You see her sigh, and then she pulls out something else and said, "Let me see what she pulls out from her inventory."
I only need 2 trinkets.
She pulls out several sticks of Ferzium rods.
What's Ferzium rods?
She looks at you. It's a fire starter.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I have.
Against it and it sparks.
I have a bag of ball bearings.
I want something that can be broken.
Candle?
Okay, so I'm gonna take that. The fire starters, are they more durable? They won't just break that easy, right?
Well, you have to apply a bit of pressure to it, but it won't stand just because it breaks.
Okay, so I'm going to use magic tinkering
right now
on that 2 thing because it is instantaneous. So yes, right now.
Okay.
I'm going to put some random things on it because I'm not going to use it as its intended purpose. I'm going to use it as a different thing. So wait. Where's
if there's any smoke that comes out, I'm gonna press to digitate it away immediately.
No, it's not gonna be smoke. Let's see.
I'm just preparing myself.
Tinkering choice. Okay, clockwork toy that can move. Do you want your stick to move? Oh, I can make this fire starter a fire starter.
Oh my goodness. Actually make it on fire.
A fire starter. Make this to a music box. How do I make this in a music box?
Starts playing noise, I suppose. Oh my god, zipper lighters are expensive. But anyway, continue.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to make this. Yeah, older. That'll be nice. So I'm gonna make this fire starter. Smells like lavender.
It clashes horribly with how Ferrisium normally smells.
Yeah, I know, but it just changed it to become lavender. But yeah,
Sure,
but that's not the original purpose for this. But okay, right now it just smells differently. But if this were to break, I would know the spell ended. So if you both give it to Uhira and Curtis, if you are being taken and you don't think you can get away, break it.
Break this.
Yes. The magic link to it, to me, will be broken, and I can know the thing has ended. Because normally, this little trinket magic that I do goes on forever until I die.
Wow. That sounds sad.
So right now we have a thing each. So I have one, and
What's
Curtis has one.
the
So
name?
there's no way for me to alarm you guys if I'm being taken, but at least now I would know if any of one of you guys has been captured.
It's a fire starter thing.
it's pretty much what he made was break in case of emergency.
Yeah, but it is like a fire starter, a small, like the stick thingy.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna put it in my inventory.
So weirdly, you have just one small like toothpick related item.
I look at it and I'm like, this is a really good idea. But we're going to have to think about something in case you go missing.
Yeah.
But
So something that you think that can link to your own person that will alert you if I am in trouble, like what I did.
maybe we can find something
Also,
when we go around today.
Okay, that's fine.
What about the two of you? I point to Horn and keep wanting to say Lorelai. Salah.
No,
Fleury.
Fleury.
Mice.
Nice.
Mice.
No, nothing. Sorry.
Wow, you had me on mice. Thinking a little bit long and hard, right? Do you consider, for someone that is not practiced in magic, would you consider Horn to be adaptable to magic? He, in some sense, already know how to cast spells, if you think it that way.
At this point, you all hear make way as you see the waitress come back with 3 other people in tow carrying a frankly pretty large plate of chopped up what did I say again? Was it
It's a
you said
slug.
Yeah, the slug. Yeah, chopped up slug.
And then
he sets it on the table. It takes up 95% of the table.
I think I ordered too much.
and then I look to for Uhiro. Is like, I still do not know how a slug get that big.
All right. The slug itself smells awesome, and you can see some sort of sauce is actually dripping out from the side. And she brings you the serving of locusts as well.
Oh,
And she's like, I don't have space. And she directs the other two people behind her to pull an extra table towards you all.
Yeah, I think you ordered too much.
I definitely did. But if anything, we can just take it back. Probably.
And then you can hear me go. You can hear like loud chewing
Already,
sound.
and I'm like,
Already.
And then you can hear me first, as I was back to your question.
You
Yeah,
can,
you get what I mean.
you can reply after you finish eating.
Oh, fair enough. And I can just go. It's cute.
I'm also going to take a plate, put some on the plate, and eat properly.
I feed Terry first after he eats it, and then I'll.
Wait, you feed a slug, eat a slug?
No,
Yeah, I know, but Terry looks like a slug, so that's why I said that.
Hey,
Cannibalism.
it's a fish eat fish world, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So after I feed Terry, and then I join in with the gorging.
Okay, so Terry. Okay, so for whoever has never seen how Terry eats, right? This is what happens. Terry just slithers onto the bowl of vegetables. She just sits on top of it, and everything just dissolves until everything is melted.
Including the bowl?
Not the bowl. He doesn't go through the bowl. After he's done, he slithers out the bowl, looks over, and makes his way towards the slug.
Yes! I was just about to ask if Terry is vegetarian as well.
Terry starts to what is the word called? There's a word for it. The best way I can use is the best way I can say is dissolve. But the process is digesting stuff outside the body.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
So he liquefies the thing.
yes, so that's what he's doing to the slug right now.
So,
Okay,
We just watched the fastest meat tenderizer go.
Okay, so
Wait,
as
so
I'm
he-
eating and I see like Terry slowly moving its way to the slugs, I give this weird, confused, freak out face, watching it walk into it slowly. I'm like,
I see that happen, and then I take another plate and I put some slug on it, and I'm like, here, Terry, this is yours.
Alright, you said it. How much do you put on the plate? Because it's a very large slug, if I remind you.
Yeah, we have a lot of slug. I think I put like a decent, maybe like 1 kilo worth of slug
1
on that
kilo.
plate.
Okay,
oh,
2 minutes is gone.
And I'm like, how much does Terry eat?
Terry has doubled in size, by the way.
Now he actually is the size of a bunny.
okay, so and then after I eat and observe this, I was like, and then you just hear Fritz says, "Is Terry a slime?"
Oh, wait. I forgot. You gave him 1 kilo of food, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happens. As soon as he's done eating the 1 kilo, right? You hear Terry go,
It's
and
sneeze.
you all are coated in some sort of, what's the word called? Some sort of spores which heals you.
okay, cool.
I check healing over my health. Okay.
But you guys can see like fear is just, it's just like the only expression coming out from Hon. It's just covering in
I
fear.
look at
And I say-
Han, and I'm like,
And I say, guys, do you guys think Lorelai's gonna do what Terry did to the other slugs? Do you guys think Lorelai's gonna eat me too?
Why?
I don't think Lorelai is gonna eat anyone.
I mean, a
no,
slug just ate a slug, so what about an elf eating another elf?
I don't think you're going to have that problem unless, there's an elven culture somewhere that is cannibalistic.
Okay, so I feel like you would need to fear the one in her shoulder more than you need to fear her. Because the slime does what this little guy did as well, but well, it grows in like much bigger size.
And you can see
speaking of-
my hand shaking a little bit and go, I need another beer. I need another beer.
The slime is going back for more food.
There's a lot of food. I'm guessing there's no way we alone finish this, right?
And this is easily like 16 kilograms worth of
Oh my
giant
god.
slug here.
Like in real life, I have problems with 500 grams, so
All right, so as you are enjoying your food, it is quite tasty. If you were to compare the giant slug to something else, right, it will be like the fat portion, a bit of like 75% fat and 25% meat of cows.
this is some wagyu shit.
Oh, damn.
This is
Very squishy.
wagyu.
Yeah, that's actually a better description. Is it tastes like wagyu?
Oh my god, this is a gnome. I can't eat that much. I'm not even a human size.
Like she's just sitting there like super enjoying this. And just writing in her notes that this restaurant have to come again 10 out of 10. And then she makes a note that if we don't finish the food, she's gotta send some back to Olivia. Confirm. and Deltas and Lorelai, who's in the room. Hopefully they don't puke it out.
Hey, speaking of Deltas are out of the game, is Deltas coming?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Damn. Okay, never mind
There's
then.
some news from him. So.
No, Dotus is online.
He's online. He went offline for a bit just now, but he's online now. But it's
He's
okay.
online now, so.
He's in a meeting with his lecturer. Because they say it's for his final year project, so
Yeah.
I assume it's gonna be a long thing.
Tough.
No problem then.
Okay. So we eat and continue, and then we have our plan. I guess we continue with buying stuff. And pay, of course.
All right. So the total comes to roughly 2 gold pieces.
I'm impressed. Like, did you know if we had something like this back in my town, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more. And these honey-coated locusts, delicious. They're like popcorn.
It is like popcorn, actually. I was about to make a comparison.
It's like nom nom nom, tasty nom nom nom. Okay. Note down.
I forgot to narrate one more thing. The drink, because specifically,
Horn and I have it.
Horn and Udira roll me
Yeah.
Constitution saves as this
Okay.
sludge, not water, goes down your throat. You can feel yourself being
Oh!
punched in the chest.
Constitution.
19.
Who is Constitution? Oh, there we go.
Is there anything about spirit water?
Oh yeah, did any of you order spirit water?
I just
Yeah.
ordered what regular water.
Oh yeah, okay. Spirit water actually tastes fairly interesting.
Spirit.
When
It's like spirit.
when you receive the water, right, you see like the water's bubbling,
Oh,
right? And when you drink it, right, you can feel some sort of fizz go down your
Carbonated water.
essentially carbonated water, but yeah.
okay.
Okay. I see Horn have problem. I'm giving him Flash of Genius.
Oh, this Flash of Genius work on this, but okay.
You're not even in combat and I'm having
The
trouble.
thing is, because you make him use a save, and I can use a save on it.
I know,
There you
but
go.
still, it makes
Yeah,
no
I'm
sense.
gonna say
but go
like-
on.
I'm gonna say like, open your jugular a little bit. Just shake it.
Your advice basically amounts to open wider. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you get from that again?
+4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
16 the con save.
Since both of you rolled above 15, you all are fine. You all feel like the drink does have a fair amount of punch to it, but you all can handle it surprisingly. Okay, so
I make the vodka face. No.
it does taste tasty though. There is a surprising tangy, spicy flavor to it.
I write notes on that too because this hella interesting. Definitely 10 out of 10.
Okay. With that, you all have paid as well. Whether you all are leaving a tip or not is up to you all.
I think I'm gonna give like a what's a normal tip that I know of?
25% is the usual, but if you want to be generous, it'd be 50%.
I'm gonna
Okay,
leave
that's
an
one
extra
gold,
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
An extra gold piece? Okay, cool.
Yep.
The waitress thanks you, and she wishes you a nice day.
Okay.
I want to add one more. Tapao.
Oh yeah. We
okay.
tap out the leftovers.
Oh,
All right, what do you want to
Double
tap
the
out? Say yourself. Yep.
Stuff that we didn't finish because I'm pretty sure we didn't finish that worm.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay.
Oh,
Terry.
did Terry finish the
is-
worm?
Terry was basically eating most of the worm and just sneezing in the process, coating you all more in healing spores.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna put aside some of the worms and some of the food for Olivia.
Actually, this gave me an idea that we need to stock up something so that we can have unique healing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna ask Curtis actually. Does this happen often when he eats? And I'm assuming it's a he. And does he go back to the compact size?
Oh, you can see after he sneezes, he returns back to the normal size.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, so for Curtis, you know that your slug, this thing, whenever he eats like X amount of food, right, and he grows to the certain size, he will sneeze out spores. He can do this on demand whenever he wants, but he will get smaller every time he do it.
I see.
so eventually, poof.
Maybe not that much now. He'll probably just grow to the size of a fire ant, and then he needs to eat food. If not, he's just gonna remain that size and gonna squish by anything.
Okay.
do not squish it. Okay. So I know it grows after 1 kilo of food.
Let's just say that it will grow depending on what food is fed it. For Curtis, you know for a fact that it can eat an entire tree and it won't grow a size. But if you give it meat, then that's a different story.
Ah.
I assume that I don't know that he can eat meat. He inside the Feywild, he always eats. I
Really?
never seen him eats meat lah. I always give him like a vegetable. So first time I saw him,
What the hell?
First time Curtis sees his pet like just balloon twice the size and then panics. And then it shrinks again and then double panics.
But yeah, so you learned that tidbit of information.
good. It's like I'm so.
I pet the Terry. I pet the Terry.
Alright, since you pet it right, you actually, when you redraw your hand, you notice that there's a small amount of spores stuck to your fingers now.
I try to shake off the spore. What is happening?
When you shake it off, right, it actually takes quite a bit of effort for you to shake, as you can see, like, if you decide to pull one spore out, even though it's quite small, you can see like tiny hooks on it.
I pull.
Oh.
Like, does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt lah. It's like the sort of.
It's
the
like
sort
chewing
of,
gum.
Like, no. I need to find a better comparison for this. It's like when dust sticks to you. You know, like when dust comes in contact with fabric.
Like a Velcro effect.
Not really like that. Let me. It's like when you guys have like dust particles stuck to your shirt, right? And when you try to brush it off, it will move, but it will still remain stuck to your shirt until
Oh,
you
so
take it off.
it's got static.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like rubbing on a balloon and then trying to pull off paper after that. It's just like, oh, stick.
Essentially, yeah. It doesn't hurt you, but it's a bit stuck to your fingers, lah.
And I'm like,
And it smells really nice.
I smell like it's a very strange visual that you're getting from Udira right now, because she's like trying to shake it off, and then she picks at it, and then she tries to pick from that, and then it just moves from hand to hand until she's like, oh, it smells. Like, sniff. Like, is this normal?
Yeah.
And does it go away?
If you wash it a couple of times, yeah, it will go away after this.
Apple?
Right, so it's water soluble. I wipe my shirt.
Right.
It's like on the skirt of the pants that I'm wearing. I'm like,
And it's stuck there now.
it's fine. Huh. Right. Are we done? What are you packing?
Armory for Fleury.
Flurry
yeah,
is
and
just...
all
go
right.
on.
You want to take away something, right?
Yeah, the lady is still sitting there like, can I get your order?
Yeah. Curtis, what do you want to take away? Or is it Curtis or is it Uhura that one?
Curtis.
Yeah.
The more butter coated locust.
Okay,
Good.
sure. She
And
writes it down.
a small amount of the slug.
Yeah, we put aside some of the slugs so Terry doesn't eat it. Like,
Okay, as for the buttercoat, okay, she gives you a look. All right, very well. Would you like to take it with you now, or would you like to have it delivered?
Actually, you can ask them to deliver to the place where they live.
delivered would be great because we're still walking around town, and it would be nice to not be carrying food.
All right, she gives you a nod. Very well. And she turns around and starts speaking in Elvish to the people behind her. Okay.
And then I say in Elvish, put another one more order on butter coated locusts to Olivia and say it's from Udira. And I wink.
I don't understand a thing that just happened.
I have no idea what has been spoken.
Yep. So the elf gives you a
in
note.
Elvish.
Yeah, I know.
in Elvish.
The elf gives you a knowing smirk and writes down the order as well. She holds out her hand for the payment for this.
And I pay it.
All right, sure. So since you only have gold coins, you receive 3 copper pieces and 4 silver. Let me roll a d100. Okay.
Just a question. Does like the currencies actually play a big part in this campaign, in this work? Like, campaign actually, not work.
Well, when you guys are outside of the Knights of Atara HQ, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Just for this specific mission, you're given quite a bit of money.
Just because I'm mostly in the HQ forgery, that's why I didn't need to buy materials. Imagine if I come out here, I need to
Oh my god.
have my own forgery, and I have to like so
没有
many
钱
metals.
了。
You people will be
没有钱
broke.
了。
All right, so nothing happens. She gives you like the standard change minted from many different states from Inari, Howe, Herbrion, Hikari, but it's still all legible to be used.
Okay.
I have a question that is not related to this game, but is related to D&D in general.
Okay.
You know, some spells like clerics, they need to use gold to buy them.
Yeah.
Is that like a DM thing that I can switch it? It's quite a mist.
So
Okay,
wait,
what about like in this realm of time, like in your game? Like
If
I'm
a
a
s-
cleric.
if a spell has an item that has a gold requirement for you to buy it, you need to have the item, which means you have to spend X amount of gold to buy it.
Okay.
Certain DMs are like, you if you had the gold, then can't really that. For me, no, you need the item. If you need a diamond that's worth 400 gold, you better have the diamond that's worth 400 gold.
Okay. Thank God I'm not playing a cleric. All right.
Yeah. So there are some spells that require you to have like I don't know a paladin of a fallen deity. So that costs 1,000 gold, but you're gonna be sure that 1,000 gold you can't even find that because it is so rare.
Yep. Okay. So, with that out of the way, you all are back out on the streets. What would you all like to do?
I think we're looking for a weaponsmith and armor for Fleury.
Alright, so if you want to find magical weapons and armor, it'll be in the Arcane District. If you want to look for mundane stuff, it'll be more closer towards the castle itself.
Then
I'm definitely gonna go Arcane District.
but we asked Fleury first, which is she going to be minding or
She what?
True.
No, she what do she choose for it's item she needs to wear battle? So
She looks at you. I would love to say let's go to the Arcane District, but I don't have Daddy's wallet to pay for my things anymore.
did you
So
just
let's
use the word daddy's wallet? Oh no.
yes. So let's go to the Mundane District.
And then I look to Ihura. Yeah, we don't have that budget.
That's true. Okay.
unless you want to take more from the funds.
No, no,
No,
no.
it's fine. I don't want to jeopardize the mission, she says.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are going to the Mundane District.
Plus, after the whole thing about going into an anti-magic field and all of your things fail, would be nice.
To one mundane equipment.
Would be nice to have something that won't fail.
Okay, so as you guys are heading all the way here, perception checks, please. Or actually, no, I'm gonna just go off your passive perceptions. Okay, as you are walking down the streets, right, you cross by many more different stores and whatnot, right? You do see certain mechanical trinket stores, gift shops, that kind of stuff that you see because predominantly this place is a tourist town. So you do see several Herbrian Kingdom supposed artifact stores. I don't know how legible those are, but Fleury turns her nose up at them lah. And you guys make it all the way here. This building right here.
Amazing.
Okay, so let's see what's the name of the store. Let me pull up my notes.
I just get bored and curious. How long does it take for the end to here?
Not too long, maybe 10-20 minutes if you guys are going by a brisk walk.
Okay, cool.
Also, after passing by the mechanical trinket shop, I was like, I can do that very easily.
Okay.
I even sell them before when I was in the other Constadium, whatever that country was.
It is nothing. That particular store, right? You know for a fact that you can easily outclass most of the things there.
Yeah.
All right, sure. So as you approach the building, you see an open wall forge. It's a very big forge. It's taking up the entire corner lot of this district. Outside, you see a myriad of weapons on display, as well as armor. At the very top, near the roof, you see a signboard that says, where did I? Zofkira's Forgery. You guys okay?
Yeah. How spells of Kira's?
Yeah, let me type it up for you.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Forge or forgery?
Forgery.
Okay.
Alright, cool. You don't see anyone outside at the moment, but no one seems to be stealing anything, although everything looks to be in blatant sight and seems very easy to be taken.
I'm gonna assume that it's because somebody here is very dangerous. Also, everybody here is essentially police, so you steal or you steal?
Yeah. Okay.
There are some people looking at the weapons, but they seem to be perusing. Some of them actually picked up a weapon and walked inside.
I don't need to get anything at the moment, so I'm gonna stay outside and continue to just look around, be amazed, look at hot boys.
Alright,
Hot box. Okay. Question: just by gazing, not glazing. My God,
Glazing.
the hot boys come on.
Go on. You're glazing the shop with what?
No, gazing on the weapons that is hanging around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they like at the level of master work, or just?
It's a bit hard to tell because mostly you're exposed to human, elvish, or dwarvish creation, so you're quite easy to see for that. But you see a majority of weapons and armor out on display here have a draconic design to them.
That interesting. A dragonborn, maybe. Who is this guy?
Udira would know for a fact that Zofkira is a traditional Dragonborn's family name.
Hey, I speak Draconic. What up?
Oh, good.
I will tell the team this, and I'm like, oh, a Dragonborn. Explain prattle off on Draconic families.
Fleury is like, oh, cool. If that's the case, they might have something that I want in stock.
I thought I speak Draconic too, but it's not in my proficiencies and language.
At this point, Fleury looks at you and she drags and she like a child, she yanks on your shoulder, your sleeves a bit. Can you go inside? I'm afraid that the master of the forge might not understand me.
Oh, sure.
I feel like he would speak normal common, but yeah.
I shrug at Frisk saying that, and I'm like, I don't know.
Alright, so
I would go in as well because it is new to me.
Sure. So as you are heading inside to the forgery, Fleury has not relinquished her grasp on your sleeves yet, Udira.
I'm just like being dragged over, like, but the hot boys, they are outside.
All right. As you head inside, you can feel the sweltering heat of the forgery hit you full blast. Even though it's an open wall forgery, it's still quite hot. As you enter, you can see that the fire is blue in color.
I go in, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is how pizza feels.
and then you just see Freeze just staring at that. Interesting.
All right, inside you see several Dragonborn shopkeepers actually talking to the customers that you saw outside. They're explaining the properties of the weapons that they are holding and whatnot. And you see near towards the back, next to the gigantic forge, is a blue-scaled Dragonborn woman holding onto a ridiculously large mallet, bringing it down over and over again upon a adamantine anvil.
Cool. Wow. Is there a specific way to say hello in Dragonborn? Like, is there...
Not really, just greetings.
Just greetings that I wouldn't... I probably wouldn't know. I go to Fleury, who's holding on to my sleeve, and I'm like, is there something that you want particularly?
You can see, at this point, Fleury is no longer looking at you. In fact, she is not paying attention. She has her eyes fixed on something on the wall. Looking over to what she's looking at, you see... Let me grab a picture.
There's a group of them just looking left and right.
The flamingo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, somebody told me that flamingos walking in a pack look like Japanese tourists. Like just walking together, like look left, look right. Wow.
Look left, look right.
Wow.
Okay, so she sees this on the shelf. Not the shelf, sorry. On the wall on top of the shelf. I'm gonna put it into Explorer chat.
Heck is that?
Hell?
Heck is that?
You really want a dragon breath?
I see that. I have no idea what it is. I'm like,
Alright, so Fleury is excitedly pulling you towards the thing.
is there some kind of price tag? I'm just looking for price tags at this point. I'm just like, I don't exactly know what I'm looking at. I mean, I know the gist of it. Like,
You want a cannon?
that's a cannon.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay,
And I say like it looks cool and it looks expensive.
it does look expensive, but it's not that big as your can. As
No,
I
no,
should
no,
expect.
yeah, but cannon as a loose term because
Yeah. She looks at you. It's like, oh, since we came across that issue with the anti-magic field, I wanted to get a gun that doesn't rely on magic. The Hikari Empire, well, bearing the divide, is the only empire in the world, in the realm, that uses gunpowder weapons.
You hear Frizz's eye flare. It's like gunpowder, you say?
As she, yeah, go on.
I'm assuming the Dragonborn is Hikari, or are there just generally all manner of weapons from everywhere?
All the weapons here have a distinct draconic style to it, so it's probably from Hikari.
Okay. Well, I guess you can pick it up and bring it to who I'm assuming is. Hang on, what's her name? Zofkira.
She gives you a nod and very excitedly walks over and very gingerly reaches up and lifts this weapon off the shelf. And you can see that the part of the weapon that looks like a shield right below the barrel, behind it, you can see a tripod stand.
Oh no, it is actually a cannon. Oh no.
I'm just looking at it like there's no way I can carry that in a million years.
She hefts it up and she says quite happily, oh, it has a bit of weight to it. And she happily walks over to the counter.
I look at her with that what the fuck face, like, you think?
I'm going to walk to the counter as well because
Yeah, I follow her because I'm very curious as to what this is.
I need firearms.
You need firearms.
I look at Horn and I'm like, do you need something as well?
I look at my face and I'm like, maybe something to cover this? Maybe, if we ever came across something. It's okay.
Alright, so as you are nearing the main counter, Zofkira happens to glance over and notice that someone has pulled down the cannon, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, time to make a sale. She walks over. Alright. She gives you a greeting roar. I am not kidding, she roars.
Whoosh.
I would know how to respond to this, right?
Yep, you would roar back.
I roar back, but I have an accent.
Charisma check, please.
Okay.
Performance check.
Performance, okay. 17.
Oh, not bad. The Dragonborn gives you a once over and smiles. It's like, greetings, customers. Welcome to my shop. I see you have taken down one of my few masterpieces. Would you like to buy it? As she points at the cannon.
Well, my friend here seems very interested in it. I personally don't know what it is. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
You can see Fleury is bouncing on her feet at this point. All right, so
Chow.
she's not that old if you remember in the character introductions. Sorry, behind the character.
Yeah, she's quite
They're like
old.
teens or something.
Yeah,
She's 20
old
no,
teen.
she's 25, not
Oh,
teen,
25. Okay.
But still, she's a noble.
Old teen, young adult.
Young adult. I mean, I would also get excited for
Alright.
various things.
She looks at you and she says, never seen Dragonborn weapons, have you? This here is what we call a cannon. And she says the word cannon in the draconic way. So whoever doesn't understand draconic, you do not know what she said.
I translate to
Alright, so
Frisk and
Okay, so she goes into further detail and she points towards the barrel of the weapon where you see 3 barrels at the front.
No, not again.
She points towards the 2 lower barrels that are arranged in a triangle. These 2 here fire a metal ball, while this top one here spews fire. And she actually, like, in a way, she releases a mechanism and the weapon breaks in half. You load your weapons here, you put powder behind it, and for the top one, you just put a bunch of powder in it. Slam it shut, pull back this trigger and press it, and it will fire either the two bottom cannons or everything at once. And she looks at you and she points down the shield here, and this is also a tripod in case you want to put it down for added stability.
Yeah, it's a cannon.
It's a portable cannon.
Shook.
At this point, Fleury is looking at whoever is next to her, which is both Frisk and Udira. Is like, can we get it? At this point,
I see,
yeah.
and then I'm like, and how much would it be, including all the projectiles and gunpowder?
She gives you a thoughtful look. Well, if you have a tinker on hand, creating ammunition should not be an issue, nor is it hard to give you the recipe for gunpowder mixture. The weapon itself, though, let me check my notes, will set you back 1,200 gold.
I think I look
And
at
you can
Frisk.
see Fleury wilts a bit.
Chris did quick math, and then like it's enough to divide by 6.
I think we should get it, considering the predicament that we were in last time, and I do apologize for that again.
No. It's understandable, and by quick math, it's enough for one person's allowance, I would say.
All right.
Fleury looks over at you and she like pulls out her own bag of holding.
Huh?
And you see like the Herbion Kingdom royalty logo stitched on it.
Huh?
She pulls out some money. She pulls out like roughly like 600 gold and puts it on the table.
Hmm. Oh,
And
then yeah, just pull out 200 more for her. Then she needs 1,200.
all right, so she pushes the money over and she thanks you for the additional 200 gold.
Okay.
The Dragonborn gives you a nod, takes the gold, counts it out, bites on it to make sure it's real, blah, 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I just imagine this lady counting out 1,200 gold coins.
While that's happening, I'm probably looking around the shop, also, like fluffing my shirt because it's really hot.
Okay, sure.
As the Dragonborn counting, I stand at the counter and I go 1, 2, 3.
The Dragonborn is gonna give you a weird look, like okay, but she just make sure she doesn't take you don't take the gold and she'll be fine.
No. I just wanna like try to like make her count again.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna punch you in the face if you
No,
do.
mati kakao.
And
This
she is a
lady,
bigger size than you. My God.
this lady is built. Just gonna warn you now.
And I just smile and I just go 1, 2, 3. As like halfway she counting.
Roll me a charisma check.
Charisma.
No, not charisma. Sorry, just roll me a D100.
A D100.
Yeah, a D100.
He's gonna get punched. I'm gonna say she's gonna get punched.
We'll see in a moment what she does. Oh,
What is that?
That would be the luckiest roll for cleric, I would say.
so as she is counting like 600, 243, 600, 244, 600, 244, 3, wait. And she looks over at you, and you can see her nostrils start to flare up and smoke.
I just turn
No,
around.
no. It's a bit too late for that.
Okay.
You caught the full burst of lightning in your face as she fires lightning from her mouth.
Whoa!
I step aside because I remember it's a straight line. Lightning breath is straight line, so I'm gonna step aside.
From the back, I hear lightning. I look to the back and then I see Orange's face full of like suit, and then I go, "Can you stop flirting with the proprietor, please?"
Okay, maybe that's a good idea. And then I just like giggle to myself. Like,
At this point, the Dragonmon is so done with her antics. She calls over like the other attendants in the shop, splits the gold side, and makes them count them individually.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna
then I'm just gonna continue window shopping from now.
I'm gonna peruse. Because like since Hikari he has gunpowder technology, right? So I'm gonna see the guns that they are put on shelf or hanging around.
Sure. So you do see these. They come in a pair. They're not too far away from the location where Flurry picked up her weapon. You see a pair of pistols.
That's a cool looking pistol design.
Oh
Actually.
yeah, man. Is this real life?
This is real life.
Those are real life design, yeah.
Both?
Yeah, those are I think like musket type
God.
loading,
What a
but
craftsman.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
pretty cool.
Oh, where do you get this photo, dear?
Literally Google image.
Okay, okay.
I literally just searched musket with dragon.
Wow.
Is this a pair on the only other weapon on shelf?
There is. You do see like several designs that try to mimic Herbian Kingdom style more. So you see several weapons that look like. Let me find a picture.
Like,
Well,
is it just hand muskets? Is there anything else? I mean, that's what.
The Herbian Kingdom ones look more like this.
That's
As
the blunderbuss.
No, that's a pistol. That's a flintlock.
Okay. Oh, I thought it's a blunderbuss.
No. Okay. As for the longer stuff, you do find this one. It is obviously a rifle, but it looks very weird.
Does it have like both mixture of elven and dwarf and I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe Herbian somewhere in there, but it looks like
The one thing that you notice that the bronze that is used to make the housing of this weapon seems to be, for lack of a better term, if any of you have ever played Minecraft and know what an enchanted item glow is, that.
that like shimmering purple glow.
Yes, that.
Huh. I'm going to like.
Oh yeah, you do see you do
I-
see the fuck ton of runes on the barrel.
Yeah. That's why I'm very interested, because this is like what in the future I would want, but right now I don't have the capability for that. That is a aberration of a mechanical genius in here. So I'm going to, because it should be very high up, right? I'm going to use my channel, gently take it, put it down.
Mage Hand does not have the capability to pick this up.
Really? Is that heavy?
Yes.
Why are you 100 pounds?
All right, so let me just describe actually what happens, right? As you send your mage hand to pick it out, right? It's not that the weapon is heavy. You feel that there's some sort of anti-theft spell that makes the weapon insanely heavy, so it can't just be taken off the shelf.
And then excuse me, sorry. I go to the counter. Can I look at that?
She looks over to you and says, "Oh, of course," and she very not so lightly jabs one of her attendants next to her and points towards the gilded musket. And you can see the attendant grumbles a bit and walks over and grabs it off the shelf for you and hands it to you. It's much lighter now.
Okay, so first things first. I'm a small creature. Am I able to hold it properly? Because it should be supposed to make for a medium-sized creature, right?
All right, so when you actually hold it right, you can see like the bottom of the barrel has an extension. You press it and a small thing pops out. It's like another pistol grip that is closer towards the trigger.
Oh.
So they have accounted that maybe small people might use this.
So this is child friendly. Kids don't buy gun.
But yes, you have that.
Okay. Interesting. Uh, can I know the description of this gun?
She looks at the details. Okay, what details would you like to know?
Okay, so first things first. This is supposed to be a flintlock gun that much as Frisno. So what he wants to know is why the runes, why the weird shape, what I call iron sights. Why is the gem in the center? And then is the design really like correlates that all the mechanism in the gun?
Okay, so she actually gestures for you to pass over the weapon to her. She picks it up first and she starts to trace her claw over the barrel. She goes over the first set of runes. She says, this is essentially to make sure that the barrel does not overheat due to the reaction of an explosion going on inside the barrel. So this is just for durability purposes. She goes over to the next set of runes. This is a gust spell rune. So when the bullet fires, the spell itself activates inside the barrel, which forces the metal ball to spin, making it more accurate. And this last set of runes, all the way at the back, this makes the bullets, if the user wishes, to have a curved trajectory. So you can basically like fling this over walls if you wanted to.
Okay.
And she points towards the gem, and she gives you back the weapon. Actually, look at the gem as if you were aiming the weapon.
Okay, I take aim. Actually, I take aim close to the ground because I don't want to accidentally shoot anyone.
Smart. You can see that as soon as you hand the weapon and you start to aim, she actually starts to duck slightly behind the counter before you point it to the ground, and she's like, oh, good, he has training. Good. It stands back up. All right, so as you're aiming this down, right, you notice that you can pick out like an ant crawling on the ground, and you actually look out and say, oh shit. Yeah, it actually magnifies your field of view.
But secondly, oh shit, an ant survived in here.
So yes, in addition to increasing your field of view, you actually see like a small whatchamacallit? You see like a heads up view appear. So you have a targeting reticle, and the bottom right, it shows you that no shots are loaded at the moment.
Interesting. Okay. So enhance zoom, then I'll write it down. Okay, that's the gem, that's the runes. And okay, so the design has any reason, or is just a flair?
She looks at you, it's like, well, the runes, as you can tell, were obviously dwarven made. As for the the stock, she taps it. You see her pry back the butt plating for the stock, and you can see below it is actually ironwood. And when she puts the cover back on, she says, the reason why we decided on a elvish style for the bronze coating is to pay homage to the elves who donated the ironwood to us.
That makes very much sense. Okay.
Beyond that, well, that's it.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess this is gonna be a very expensive piece of device. I'm just gonna ask the price. How much is this?
You'd be correct. I'm selling this for 5,000 gold.
Yikes.
Oh, right. One more feature that I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So she does grab the weapon and point it at you this time, and she gestures you to step off to the side.
Okay, I step off to the side.
All right, so she presses a button near towards the end of the barrel below it, and you see a flaming blade appear in the bayonet lug.
It's a bayonet gun.
So if you do need close quarters combat, this is also an option.
Is it? Wait, but this is also mundane, right? Because you said a fire come out. Or
Yep.
is it just...
So
Oh, yeah.
you can tell for a fact that this is obviously not just mundane. So
Mhm.
you can see that the fire is actually contained into the shape of a blade.
Can I tell that it is actually using material that has like volcanic property or something that is already like fire based, like maybe gems
No.
from different dimension?
You might not understand what I'm trying to say. The blade itself is pure fire.
But it's holding its shape.
Yes, it's holding its shape.
Oh, okay. Then I thought it was actually metal, but it's not metal. It's just fire. Then
Yeah, it's not like Hiccup sword in How to Train Your Dragon. No, it's pure fire. It's like the elite energy sword from Halo.
which yeah, okay, I get that.
All right,
Like
so
my lightsaber, like the elite sword. This one is just energy.
pretty much, yeah. So she switched it back off. She switched it back off, and she looks at you. Unfortunately, I can't tell you how this works. It's a Hikari Empire trade secret.
Understandable. And I'm gonna assume that the projectile and gunpowder, if you have an alchemist, you can or artificer, they can make the materials for it, right? If I'm not wrong.
Oh yes, it's pretty simple. All you need is some ferricium, and you just need gravel. As for making the metallic, the what's it called, the shots, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is just have a mold for a metal ball. She's like, that's it.
That's easy for me to make, but okay. I look at Uhira since she just come back. Out of character, 5,000 or
5,000 off.
5,000 or no. Uhira, Sha.
5,000.
Wait,
It hurts. It hurts.
I know it hurts. 5,000 or but all.
Oh,
As a
sakitnya.
sniper as well, wo.
Oh.
I suddenly become the most Chinese I ever been.
Oh, it's so expensive.
But it's magical and mundane in the same way, or
I don't know. I don't want.
but if I buy it, I will be eating up other people's budget.
Exactly.
Wait, it's how many? How much do we have left in the?
Okay.
12, right?
Everyone right now should have 100 gold. But if we share equally, everyone's budget is 2,000. Based on calculation, everyone's budget is.
I'm finding how
Everyone's
funny
budget
you'll
is
just
2,000.
blow all your money instantly.
No, I would say no. I would like to keep my money, please.
Yeah, but I explained this to Horn. Is that all of us has 2,000 budget. But if I use all my own budget, that's fine. That's all on me. But this is 5,000 means that if I want to buy this, I'm gonna use someone else's money.
Not just
that
someone, some two.
is, some two's money, 1.5.
I would say no.
If you really want it, you
thing
can
is,
actually have my budget since I'm using fists.
because the thing is, as much as I want the goddamn handgun, this one is way more better.
If you wish to ask the price of the handgun, is nothing. It's like 400 gold for a pistol.
Yeah. This is a sniper in disguise.
Fleury is 1.2k, right? She just used.
Yeah, she used her own money, so she only spent
600.
600. Yeah, 600 in total. She has added her own money in there as well.
Okay.
So
if you really want it, you can have my budget since I'm using fist.
I already have ideas for what item I want to give for your face, but thank you in advance.
It's done then. I don't need to do shopping then.
So 4,000. I need 1,000. Who wants to donate me their money?
I'm making a face, but I'm pretty sure Udira will give. Me, the human, is like,
I know, Sha. I know. I'm sorry, but it's a fantasy gun. Come on.
I look at the gun and then I go to the lady and then I go, since we're buying 2 things, do you think we can get some kind of discount?
She gives you a look. Well, in our land, we don't believe in discounts. However, if you're willing to help out around the shop, we can reduce the price for you.
I look at Frisk.
I am a blacksmith. I am a blacksmith.
He is a blacksmith.
Oh, really? What have you made?
Oh, actually, hold on a second.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay. So what is he made? So first things first, he show him the bag of holding.
It's like, oh, you made this, and she looks at it. This is very fine craftsmanship right here. So, do you tinker with both mundane and magical?
Yes.
She looks at you. You know, we might actually could use you.
Also, I also did a lot of this, and then I pull out arrow that has rune inscribed. This is a fail one. I'm sorry, this is a fail one, but the proper one is with someone. Here you go. I give him the arrowheads, and you can see it's just a mundane arrowheads with different spells runes that is attached to each individual one. Oh my god.
While he's explaining that, I show my charm bracelet, the one that I made, with his cure wounds charm.
All right, she looks at you and she takes it. She's nodding even more approvingly now, to the point where she starts telling you, actually, our shop is preparing a gift for the first crown princess, as this is the first time she has actually come to the town. So our shop has decided to present her with a gift, a weapon. As she points back towards the forge, you can see the outline, a chilled, what's it called? A chilled rapier sitting on the anvil.
Oh.
Interesting.
I look at Ruhira. Okay, out of character. This might be a line with what we are doing. I'm gonna
not just that. Like if you sit and you impress, and I will like give you bardic inspiration to do your best. Maybe we can ask her what she knows about the missing people.
Actually, you know what? I will take the offer to help them in order to reduce the price.
She gives you a look. Very well. She opens the little latch to let you into the back room. And you actually walk towards the thing now. And even though that is not near done, right? You can feel like the majesty that you're looking upon you right now. It hasn't been sharpened. It hasn't been made into a. It has its own blade shape already, but it's made in such a unique way that the dragon's mouth is actually near towards the hilt, and it opens out, and the tongue is actually the rapier blade.
I can envision that. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so.
And surprisingly, the blade is a cobalt color.
Cobalt blue?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to assume this is not gonna be like just mundane metal, because
she gives you a look. You'd be correct. This is This is actually, whatchamacallit? She looks at you. Mithril treated with dragon fire.
Can you actually treat it with dragon fire?
She looks at you and she winks.
Oh right. Okay. Yes. Interesting.
She gives you a look. I am not actually that well versed with runes, so if you can help with the magic side of things, I would gladly give you a price reduction.
Okay. He just like claps his hand and Rob is like, okay. First thing first, what runes are you attempting to inscribe on it?
Alright, she pulls out a ledger and she flips over towards the most recent page and she hands you a piece of paper. On it, you see various magical diagrams. You can see essentially like runes to make sure the blade never dulls, that the tip won't break, the standard stuff lah, just to make it last longer. But interestingly, you see what do you call it? A sort of detection charm. You're not quite sure how it works, but it's a detection charm.
Detection charm as in prevent someone to detect the wielder, or is it the other way?
Other way around.
So someone to use it to detect wherever this wielder is.
No. Like if someone, you can pretty much discern that it's a mental charm that alerts the wielder of the blade if someone she doesn't authorize. It's like the alarm spell basically.
Oh, so the alarm spell, if someone takes it that is not authorized by whoever.
Correct, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that alarm spell is doable in free standard. The doable one, since he don't use it that often, so that one will be the hard part for him.
When he's about to do the more difficult one, I will give him bardic inspiration, but he has to tell me.
Okay.
All right, so while this is happening, Fleury actually asks one of the attendants whether they have a range out back so she can test this new weapon, to which the answer was yes, and they gave her complimentary bullets to test it out on.
Woohoo!
That's gonna be very loud.
Oh yes, at some point you just hear boom go behind the thing.
Okay. In any case, I think I will try the harder one first. So, Uhira, before you go, if you want to go anywhere, I need you to do something. Boost me.
That's
Boost me.
not how it works, but I trust that you know what you're doing, and then I'll give him bardic inspiration while saying that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you have bardic inspiration now, and she looks at you. Are you ready to begin?
Okay. Yeah, I will begin the inscribing.
Sorry.
Okay.
Before that, Curtis goes, bukan goes down. It's like looks at Chris, and then goes good luck. Wink, and make a thumbs up, and give him a bardic inspiration.
Can you double bardic inspiration?
Let me double check.
Can you check that?
No.
I mean, you cannot pilot. You cannot use it together, obviously, but can you have two at the same time?
Let me check.
Do tell.
Because I know stacking Flash of Genius work, but
Let me check.
From two different people.
Because you can't stack GM inspiration.
yeah, GM inspiration definitely not. But
This will make or break a lot of things. So
What's GM?
there's two different inspirational thing. One is called Bardic Inspiration, and one is GM Inspiration. GM Inspiration is when GM decided that.
Okay, the reroll thing. Okay.
Yeah, the reroll thing. That one is GM Inspiration.
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration is the one the
You add
D8
the
one.
dice, yeah.
Yeah. And,
Okay, so I've checked. Bardic inspiration does not stack, but Curtis, if you decide to stand close by, and when you can see Frizz expend the magical energy, you can use it again lah.
nice. So we're just watching Frisk at this point because we don't want him to get hurt.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna do the doll one. Yeah.
Okay, so she picks up the blade with tongs, and starts breathing lightning into it. And very quickly, the blade becomes glowing blue hot. She sets it down and hands you a pair of chisels.
I'm gonna sure she didn't hand me any Ragnolium at all, right?
Not yet, but you do see a bucket of, well, not a bucket, like a vial of it behind her.
Okay, so I take the chisel. I take the. Instantly grab the a vial of it, and then I dip a little bit in and I start doing the work.
Okay, sure. Roll me a kind of check.
Okay. Advantage. I'm gonna not. I already have advantage on Arcana, and
Modal
this one also give advantage if I use the mole. I'm gonna roll first.
Okay.
Let's see. Advantage. It is a double 9.
Oh.
Wow.
Can I use GM's inspiration to re-roll?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay.
Advantage. That was a bad roll.
What was that?
That was a double 2. That's a double 2. There's yeah.
Okay, let's have it.
I do not know why dice god abandoned me today.
That's a
Oh.
lot. Okay. With practice ease, you chisel out the new runes first, and then pour in a bit of Ragnolium to solidify it. All right, looks perfect.
Okay, so the dough part is done. Now I'm going to, for the alert part, I'm going to put it.
That one you can just make it for free since you know the actual spell itself. Just take 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to, but the area I'm going to put it is near the base of the sword, near the hilt actually, so it'll be around it.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Okay, so 10 minutes for that. Okay.
No issue with that. All right, last one. The tip doesn't break or the blade doesn't break.
Okay, that one I might need more, but I have to see if is it another Arcana check as well?
Yep.
Arcana advantage. Depending on what I roll, that's a 26.
Okay, again.
Big.
Again, practice ease. Managed to kick my rabbit off my leg. Go away. All right. You managed to chisel out the last set of runes and pour the Ragnolium into the newly made. Oh, I swear to God, Mochi.
Is she biting you?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Why? What do you want from me?
Bite her back.
What do you want?
Is it the heat?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Are
heat.
the animals in heat? No, not that heat.
Yes, I know what heat you're talking about. Yes, they are. Okay. So, back to the thing. You managed to make every set of rune, and you actually make it look quite elegant, so it doesn't clash with the design of the blade. What is her name? Shit. Zorfkira.
Okay.
Zorfkira looks absolutely impressed as you set the blade down, right? Zorfkira looks at it, casts a spell to confirm that everything is indeed correctly made, and gives you an approving smile. You take about 3 hours to do this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the furbolg friend that is standing there and watching us, and then he take a first take a sigh and then and then look at the side and see Curtis is still standing there watching. Did Uhura go and watch Flurry blast stuff, or is she still watching?
I move in and out. I cannot stand the heat so much, so I'm just stand and then go back outside.
So at the moment I see the furbolg there, I was like, I'm sorry, Curtis. This is how I work my things. It takes time. I'm sorry.
Sorry about it. You take your time, and I wink again.
All right, very well. As looking back at the thing, right? She gives you a nod. Wow, that saves me at least 10,000 gold worth of hiring a specialist. She gives you a sigh. All right then. Very well, a deal is a deal. I'll let you have the weapon at 3,000 gold off.
Yes! Out of character.
Damn.
Yeah, so I can just spend my own gold and nobody's gonna get panic.
Exactly! Well,
Alright, she also gives you a complimentary bag of bullets and gunpowder.
Okay.
he.
Thank you.
So the funny thing is, I need to point out to you that these bullets are not ball shaped. They are actually bullet shaped.
Wait, so they are sharp-headed,
Yes.
but they are just sharp-headed. They don't have like how
Gunpowder.
modern bullets have like the gunpowder and the compression, the
No.
pressure. No.
So when you pull out the arming plunger for this thing, right? You actually see that it's shaped in such a way that it will not blunt the tip of the bullet when you push it down into the gun.
Huh. That's a unique shape that I actually didn't thought of they are making, but okay.
She points out to you that whatchamacallit? If you are I don't know what's the English word right now because I can't think. If you're Rajin enough, you can actually enchant the tip of the bullets. As you can see, she grabs one of them and she pulls it apart, and that the sharp bit and the body of the bullet is actually separate.
You know what? I'm actually Rajin enough to do that.
She
See, remembering that the arrowheads that he made for
all right. She gives you back the bullet and she asks, "Is there anything else you're looking for?"
At that point, I come back in to see what's going on. And then I see that things are done. And then I go, actually, I do have a question, but in confidence.
She looks at you as like, very well. And she gestures. Actually, no, she doesn't gesture back towards you. She notices that most of the people inside the shop are either done shopping or they're just perusing. She barks out in a rather loud voice, "All right, people, shop's closed. Chop, get out of here."
I just woke up and then I said loudly, sorry.
All right, so most of the people vacate, and you can see the attendants look to Sofkira questioningly, and she just waves a hand, and they get the hint and flee and get out as well.
I say thank you in Draconic for your time. And then I go in common. We're actually here to find out about the missing persons.
She gives you a rather concerned look. Yes, that has been happening quite often. It's making me lose business.
I've been told. What's more concerning is I've just found out today that the wizard in the wizard's tower has been taken as well. Is missing.
Ah, yes, tragic event that. He points towards the whatchamacallit? He points towards the weapon you're holding, Frizz. He did help me a bit with the rune work on this particular weapon.
Based on knowing how rune works, it's understandable that something of that standard would be difficult and need someone of a certain set of skill. Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you much about what happened other than the official statement that was given by the town guard in response to that incident.
I nod.
Apparently, according to the town guard, at roughly sometime past midnight, loud explosions were heard inside the wizard's tower. When they arrived, they found that the place has been trashed and that several of the magisters had been killed, and the head magister was nowhere in sight. That doesn't make much sense to me. And she points out towards the wizard tower, which is actually visible from where you are standing right now. That tower is perpetually it's perpetually covered in a specified no magic field. Only the magisters are able to cast magic inside the tower. So an explosion would mean some form of mechanical explosion or alchemical explosion. And he looks back towards you. Unfortunately, beyond that, I don't have much information else to give you.
That is very helpful. Because considering we came here with not much information, and I was thinking of actually going to the tower, but now I'm not sure.
Well, the tower, a perimeter has been established around the tower itself. No one goes in or out without the guard captain say so. Though he might make an exception for the crown princess. I'm pretty certain whatever authority the guard captain has is easily overruled by the crown princess.
An authority which we don't have, unfortunately. And we're supposed to be here quietly without her knowing.
She gives you a shrug and she looks over at Frisk. Well, I might have a way to get you an audience. When I present this weapon to the crown princess during the ceremony itself, you are welcome to stand beside me as the co-creator of the weapon. That might give you an audience.
I nod. And then I look at my cohorts and I'm like, I know we're supposed to not let her know that we're on the case, but at this point, I think it's a little bit more complicated than that.
I understand. Well, if I am able to have the audience with the princess, then I think I look to Uhira, the watch incident can be brought up.
I nod.
At this point, the Dragonborn looks at you. Watch? What watch?
Nothing. There is something I think that is related to the I think the head guard of the what you call the palace guard, the one that commands the palace guard.
Ah, yes, strange one. That
I think someone alongside, like similar to his rank, has gone missing. That's what I thought, and we think that we have information about it.
While you're talking about this, right? She actually goes off on a tangent. She slightly ignores you. Actually, she goes on to say like, "Yes, very interesting. He wears such interesting armor, so intricate yet so well balanced. Surprisingly, he just appeared like on the center spot like about 5 years ago. No one really know where he comes from."
Oh no, is he? No, can't be.
5 years ago.
And now Freeze is in a small tangent as well.
Can I, like, out of character, can I make any connection to, because I can't remember much about the nomadic people that were murdered in the science facility.
Not much really. You know for a fact that looking at the logs, none of the nomadic people save the person with the wristwatch actually look like this person.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't say anything, I listen.
But she does mention that like, oh, we don't really know like how he became the captain of the current captain of the Royal Guard. Supposedly he was appointed straight by the emperor himself without consideration for the prior candidates.
Interesting.
That is incredibly interesting.
Based on my memory, and I think more on based on my memory, if I'm not wrong, the nomadic tribe is not the person that was being captured. Like is she's not with the nomadic tribe. She joins the nomadic tribe because she was alone, and then she found them, and then the nomadic tribe is like, come on, yeah, we have room.
Yep.
And then and then they have her in this house, and then they got attacked by the divide. So in other sense, she's not like the nomadic tribe. She's supposed to be someone else, but we don't know how she is.
Wait, I just remember something. You opened your bag of holding to pull out 200 gold, right? There wasn't any beeping that time.
That's strange, but I will put that in the back of my mind right now. But it is correlated with the watch, so yeah, there you go.
All right, so at this point, the Dragonborn looks back to you. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I speak over you?
No. You just caught me on a different tangent anyway. But yes. So yes, I think it's relate. We think it's related, but we don't want to say it out because you know we can't get close to the royal guards or we get killed. Yeah. You know the rules.
She gives you a nod. It's like, well, unfortunately, besides that, I can't give you much information. As for the missing persons, I know of the occurrences, but I do not know the exact details. You have better luck talking to one of the guards.
I nod.
I understand. Well, that's. Thank you very much, for the information, as well as the weapon. It's a very beautiful weapon.
She gives you a small smile. It's like, very well then. Do take care on your journey, travelers. Hopefully through this endeavor, you'll bring more business back to my shop. Then we can talk about more discounts. She gives you a smile filled with sharp fangs.
I smile back because I'm like, y'all don't do discounts, but I hear that word. And then I go before leaving. Your help is very much appreciated, and we'll definitely come back. Your wares are stunning.
She raises the hammer that she was using to shape weapons to you back in reply.
Let's go. While walking back, I think we're done shopping.
Ask Flurry to come back. Please don't spend all the
yeah.
money on
Flurry, come back.
ammo. Please don't spend all the money on ammo.
We get Flurry.
Flurry is walking back with you with her new toy in hand.
Well,
I look at Horn and Curtis, and I'm like, is there anything both of you want to get?
I'm good.
I would like another potion because for some reason my potion were gone. Sad.
What do you mean gone? The one that we got before leaving?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
strange.
I put it somewhere else. or
if I'm
something.
not wrong, potion is actually more expensive than the gun.
Well,
Probably.
let's go look for a shop anyway, and then we quickly look for a shop. But along the way, I'm going to, in hushed tones, explain to Horn and Curtis about the person that we saw in the science facility to get them up to date, because they're probably like, what the fuck is going on? What do you mean?
Science facility.
All right, so if you all want to find a brewer, right, a potion brewer, you have to come all the way over here.
To the.
It's that's fine. We're going through the place. It's a bit more than 3 hours, but
All right, so let's see what's the name of this shop. Okay, sure. Why not, right? So,
Can I, sorry,
yeah, go on.
When we go out of the shop,
Mhm.
can inspect here on what happened? Is there anything investigation check? Investigate what's there.
Okay, if you want to look what's there, it will be perception first, and then if you spot something, you can then roll investigation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I just passive, not really passive, but detect magic, just like scan around?
Sure.
I give assistance to Curtis.
24. Okay, with a 24, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You see like the standard like inner city like walkway paths and whatnot, right? You see some sewer grids. And for Frizz, when you cast detect magic, there is nothing much magical. What is magical next to you is like the lamppost, the bunch of weapons behind you, but that's about it.
Whatever was cast here is the essence is gone already, so no trace at whatsoever.
Oh.
All right.
I didn't see anything over here either. Oh well, there's two buying potions then.
Okay.
Go back up then.
Yeah.
All right, so as you head back up here, You arrive next to a very quaint little storefront. It's quite small this time because it's like when you take a shop lot and you cut it in half. That's how small it is.
Oh, it's cute. It's a coffee shack.
So you can see on the signboard outside with a carved picture with a carved frame of a potion next to it. You see Gelt's Apothecary.
GELTS.
Yep, Gelt. Apostrophe S.
Yep, apothecary. Okay. And then I point to the door, and I'm like, "Go ahead."
I request apothecary.
Apothecary.
Brother, I need an apothecary.
Avocado.
So, as you enter the building itself, right, the door chimes as it hits a small bell, and you can see the person behind the counter. Let me just describe the shop itself first. You see, like, there is no central area, so to your left and right, the walls are lined with a bunch of shelves and display cases, and you see a myriad of different colorful potions arrayed out there. And actually, you do see like next to the door is actually like a viewing window, so like behind it you see more display cases of potions and whatnot. And as you step inside, you see a rather rather middle-aged man turn around and says, welcome to my humble store. Please, come in. What can I get for you? And as you step slightly closer, he stops himself a bit. My mistake. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Balthazar Gelt. Nice to meet you.
Balthazar Gelt. I smile and I go, my friend here would like to buy some health potions, please.
Oh yes, of course. Hot demand adventurers these days. I know adventurers have stopped coming to this city for some reason, but good to have you for business. Come closer. What would you like? As he pulls out a display case of health potions.
I smile at Curtis and then I sort of motion like, go, talk.
Good day. May I have a potion of healing?
So, yes, of course. What potency would you like?
AD4?
Sorry, 8. Just say that to the guy.
Wait, you say the mechanic of the world that we should not know?
I believe that's a light potion, right?
No, that's
superior.
The one that we are given is a superior potion.
Yeah, which is very expensive.
Yeah,
Yep.
very.
Okay, superior potion. I'm sorry, I didn't do this.
I sort of interject and I go, which ones do you have and how much for?
She looks at you and she looks down a bit. Alright. I have the standard healing potions that heal for small wounds. We have greater healing potions for slightly larger wounds, superior wounds for death-threatening wounds, and supreme healing for what's it called? For mortal wounds. As for the pricing, they go as follows: 50 gold, 100 gold, 500, and 1,350.
I nod and I'm like,
I expected the number. Yes.
I nod to Curtis and I'm like, pick your ways. While that's happening, I'm looking at all the other bottles. While he's having a think, what else do you have?
Well, I have a potion for every occasion. What are you looking for?
Anything interesting in particular?
I do have a potion of dragon's breath. And he pulls out this glass vial that is shaped like a dragon's mouth.
Have you noticed that we have been seeing a lot of dragons lately? Not like the creatures, but the shapes of.
Anything that can turn people invisible or into a mist or the fun
mist,
stuff.
Of course. He directs your attention towards one of the many displays on the walls, and he points out this potion. You look inside it, it looks like actual gas inside the potion. Here's a potion of gaseous form. Drink it, you become gas for 1 hour.
And how much is this?
He looks over at you. Let's see. What is 300 gold?
Okay, keep that in mind for a while. I look back at Curtis.
Well, he was like thinking which one to buy.
Oh, math.
The math, like one is like the 50. I'll get the 2 of the 50 gold.
All right, sure. He hands you 2 of it, and he holds out. What you call it? He holds out a tray for you to drop your money in.
Oh, I gave him. I gave him
100.
25.
Wait, 25?
Huh?
Wait, what? What?
It's like, oh, is it not wrong? Wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. He's not from around here, and then I help him
Count.
count
Yeah,
some money.
Oh, okay, 100.
That's all of your 100 gold that you have with you.
Give me a second. A car alarm is going off. I need to make sure no one is stealing something.
Okay.
Potion of gaseous form.
But someone still can see you.
It's less for seeing and more for running away.
You see, bye.
It's like bye.
Bye.
Or it's
Oh.
for sneaking around in the dark.
Or if someone has like gas, just become gaseous form and just fly.
Movement is pretty good.
It's terrible otherwise.
It's fun. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Good. Get it.
If anything, I will want something like iron skin or giant strength, but
Bark
I
skin?
don't need it. I think I don't think I need it.
I want to see what else. I think I'm gonna get gaseous form and something else. Something fun. But we'll see. Because we already have a lot of firepower, I feel. And burping fire does not Udira make.
No, burping fire you have to be in close range, so that makes sense. You don't want.
It's like no. What does Horn want to do?
Potions or
Yeah, Horn. Like potions are pretty funky.
yeah.
I've returned. It's my dad's car going off being stupid.
Ugh.
Oh
I'm not sure if y'all can hear it or not.
Nope.
no.
Thankfully.
Okay.
Oh well,
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so in any case, as you hand him the 100 gold, you drop it straight into the tray he's holding, which looks very nice, right? It has like a red velvet feel to it and whatnot. You drop it in, he shakes it a bit, and a small, like, whatchamacallit? Like, incorporeal writing appears above the amount that says 100. And he nods his head, very well, and he hands you the 2 potions.
Oh, Horn went to pee. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
Horn went
sense.
to toilet.
Okay.
I see this and then I go, oh, you know, Safkira might need that or something like it.
He gives you a look. Ah, yes, the lady of the forge. Ah, I should inform her of this. They're quite cheap, you know. But the Urban Kingdom sells them for 10 silver apiece. Sorry, 5 silver apiece.
And yet she has to use.
She's been hand counting things, which is quite humorous.
Oh, that is quite funny. Well, I do have an extra piece somewhere around here. If you're willing to pay 5 silver, you can have it and you can pass it to her.
Sure. I'll take that. I'll also take the potion of gaseous form and what else is
yes.
there? Out of character, does he have everything? Or
Every potion you can imagine.
oh my god, I did not check potions. Horn, what potion do you think would be good? He has all the potions.
Get potion of.
No, but haste is not great for monks because they cannot attack. They can only attack one more time.
No, you attack, and then you attack, and then you bonus attack.
No, like I checked. If you do haste, you can only attack one more time.
Wait, I thought your multi with addition to your multi attack, you can have an extra action for only one attack. So attack, plus attack, and then bonus action attack. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
5
so
attack.
that's just one extra attack. I feel like,
Yeah. I mean, it's
Potions.
fair. A rogue can attack 3 times with haste, so that's fair.
Potions for monk. I
You-
don't
yeah,
know. I never
gi-
considered like
giant.
honestly like when it comes to like
oh,
games
is there
in general.
is there
giant
any
friend.
potions that can give monk like extra damage to unarmed strike?
I think giants. No, not giants. I
Not
think
giant
no.
strike. Like elemental weapon kind of thing.
She gives you. I do not believe there's a potion that does something like that. If it is, I probably make a killing at monasteries.
That's true. Well, it was worth a check. It looks like you have a lot of things that I wish I could buy, but I don't even know if I need it.
She gives you a lot. No worries. Just remember my shop in case you ever need something to give you a little boost in the morning.
Definitely. And then I ask Frisk to drop another 200 from my set, and then I give my 100.
Okay.
Wait, you
Oh,
100 for
plus, because it's gaseous form is 300 GP.
what? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are you also giving the 5 silver for the balance for the thingy?
Yes, plus
Okay,
5
cool.
silver.
Alright, so as you deposit in the money, he shakes it again. The amount of 305 pops up. He smiles, then hands you. No, it pops up as 300 G and then separately 5S.
I'm very amused by this.
Alright, he gives you a nod, and then puts the money somewhere else. Pulls out a separate money weighing thing and hands it to you with your potion as well.
Nice. Okay, so we have all of that. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, very well. Thank you for your patronage and do come again next time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gout.
Alright, he gives you a small nod, has to head out of the shop. I think this is a good place to end for the night because it's 12 o'clock already.
Yay. Okay,
Alright, so
very good.
everyone, thanks for joining today's session. A lot more roleplay heavy, and you all got to experience my fun little world a bit more.
Nice. This is nice.
Yeah.
We are not poor.
We are not poor. We are not
We're
poor.
not poor.
Just
Yeah.
because I'm a blacksmith, we are not poor.
Okay, thanks everybody for watching. We will see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
See ya. Alright, everyone, thanks again.